What is going on, hockey fans? It is your boy, Neil Villapiano, the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast, right here on the Hockey Podcast Network, which covers all things New Jersey Devils. And welcome to another exciting live watch-along here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, this one between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Seattle Kraken. We have so many comments already, and we're not even 5 minutes into this. But before I get to the comments, and yes, I will, this live watch along and everything that we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network is sponsored by the awesome people at DraftKings Sportsbook. Make sure you use our promo code, as always, THPN when you sign up. So, we have a pretty interesting matchup here tonight. This is the second live watch-along I've done this week. Earlier this week, as some of the people who are in the comments section already know, I did a game between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Toronto Maple Leafs. It was a very good game. This one, I'm very, very much intrigued to see how it goes. I mean, I'm intrigued all the time. Whenever, especially when I do watch-alongs of teams that I'm not a fan of. As most of you already know, I host the Devil's State of Mind podcast, covers all things New Jersey Devils. I am not currently watching the rest of the Devils game. I want nothing to do with that team for the rest of today. So my focus is on tonight's game between the Blue Jackets and the Seattle Kraken. So when you look at the Blue Jackets, they come in, this is just their 26th game of the season, 13-11-1, which puts them just 2 points behind the Detroit Red Wings for the second wildcard spot. So when you look at the Blue Jackets, there really wasn't a whole lot of high expectations this year. I think a lot of people, including myself, expect this to really begin really be the first year of a rebuild, basically, for the Blue Jackets. And instead, the Blue Jackets have come in and have been really, really solid, very competitive, and they've given themselves a pretty good opportunity, if they continue to play this way, to certainly compete for a playoff spot. And you really do have to give it credit to the coaching staff. You have to give credit to the players, obviously. And the fact that they're still being able to have a lot of success without Patrick Laine, who has been on IR for a considerable amount of time, is just very, very impressive. So I want to give my hats off to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now over to the Seattle Kraken. Their first year in the NHL. The last time I did a watch-along when involved the Seattle Kraken was actually back on opening night when they played the Vegas Golden Knights. So this is the first time in a while that I've got a chance to see the Seattle Kraken. They come in with a disappointing 9-15-2 record, which is 20 points, which is 8 points better than the last place Arizona Coyotes in the Western Conference. So Seattle is playing basically the way that I think a lot of people expected when it comes to just an expansion team. I think because of what Vegas was able to do in its first year, that now that's the expectation for every single expansion team moving forward. And that's just not the case. Ronnie Francis, the GM of the Seattle Kraken, he wants this team. He wants to build this team from the ground up. And, he's taken a lot of these guys and he's just having them go out there. And, it's been a tough going, but they have an opportunity tonight to take on a very good and very physical Blue Jackets team and get a chance to get a big victory at home. This is the first game of a road trip for the Columbus Blue Jackets. The goaltending matchup is obviously a pretty exciting one, if you ask me. Elvis Merzlikins is in the net for the Columbus Blue Jackets, and Philip Grubauer is in the net for the Seattle Kraken. So now let's get to some of your comments, and we already have a lot. And two of my favorite people are already in the comment section. Jacob Our boy loves THPN. I'm not happy after last night with my Golden Knights. Don't know what to tell you there. Cannot believe that you guys allowed the Philadelphia Flyers to win a hockey game. Even the Devils didn't do that, so that's pretty rough. He also has a score prediction. He says Blue Jackets 5, Seattle 3, so pretty good game. Another good friend from Washington, D.C., Front Row Productions. I am here. What's up, my friend? Hope you're doing well. And he goes, well, it's just me and Jacob in this chat room. It is for now, but again, as always, guys, I'm losing it today. These live watch-alongs are comment-driven, so if you guys, have any questions, comments, you want to leave your predictions or anything like that, use it, put it in the comment section, and I will show it. So let's get to some other comments here. Front Row Production saying Seattle over Columbus 4-2. So we have one for Columbus and one for Seattle so far in this one. Jacob saying the Jackets beat the Kraken, you have to go around saying Knights are better than the Caps. That is an interesting bet that Jacob has laid down to Front Row Productions. So you got that. Jacob saying, Neil, my favorite person. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Front Row is happy as well. Jacob saying, Neil is the best. Thank you, Jacob. As always, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for spending some of your Saturday night with us. We really, really do appreciate it. Front Row Production saying, it's all about the Kraken. And then you have a response here as well. Don't really sure what the throwing up emoji is, but nonetheless, we are just a couple minutes away here. It's 10:01 Eastern time, so it's pretty late for me to be doing a live watch along here. I actually just got back about an hour ago. I went to, especially if you're a American football fan, I went to one of the biggest college football games of the year every year, and that is the Army-Navy game. It was the 122nd edition of the Army-Navy game. And it was a great game as Navy defeated Army 17-13. The game was at MetLife Stadium in the Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And it was absolutely phenomenal. It was the first time I ever went to an Army-Navy game. I had a lot of fun, and I was so excited that my friend and I got a chance to go. Shout out to my best friend, Steve, for getting tickets and having us go. It was a great time, a great game. Absolutely loved it. And I'm so happy that I had the chance to go see that. So, like I said, I'm pretty tired. I'm not going to lie. So if I don't have the same energy as I normally do, I do apologize. But I'm going to do the best that I can to give you guys the best play-by-play as I possibly can. Usual when it comes to games that are out of market. Excuse me. I usually use my friend Steve's ESPN Plus account and watch and stream it from there. So I'm actually watching this game on the Blue Jackets TV network, which I guess is Bally Sports Columbus, as they call it. So that's basically the way that I look at it. It's always fun to see other broadcasts, see how other teams talk about their teams, and it's always interesting to see how other teams play. I mean, this is a game that I'm not a fan of either one of these teams, but I'm looking forward to a good game. Before this game starts, a couple of people already got some predictions in, as we have another buddy here, Habs fan, saying, my prediction is 3-2 Kraken in overtime. Thank you so much, Habs fan, for that prediction and that comment. We really do appreciate it. Thank you so much as well for coming on and spending some time with me. Really do appreciate it. For me, I'm going to go with the Columbus Blue Jackets are going to win this one by the score of 4-1. I think that the Blue Jackets right now have been playing really solid hockey. I think they're going to get their offense going probably in that second period. And Philip Grubauer has really been struggling of late, as is most of the Seattle Kraken in general. And I think it's going to continue here. So for me, I'm going to go with the Columbus Blue Jackets to win 4-1. So let's see some other comments here. From our production saying, you tanned the stats and ruined my Kraken dreams. I do apologize for that. From our production saying, oh yeah, the Army-Navy game, I won $300. Not bad at all. That was a good bet. It was a great game. Definitely something that I would highly recommend to any big sports fanatic out there. If you have the opportunity to go see the Army-Navy game, I would highly recommend it. It's absolutely phenomenal from start to finish. It's just a great overall thing thing to check out. Jacob saying, Neil, I was so bored today. I watched the Habs game today. I was down bad. I have no idea how the Habs did. I actually could probably look it up really quick while I have it on my phone. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, they got beat 4-1 as they got beat 4-1 by the Blues earlier today. So the Habs continue to struggle here, but there's that. Habs fan, what is your favorite NHL team? Well, I'm glad you asked that. My favorite team is the New Jersey Devils. I cover the New Jersey Devils here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Devil's State of Mind is my podcast. Please go make sure you like and subscribe to that podcast. New episodes every Monday and Thursday. But yeah, I'm a diehard New Jersey Devils fan. At the moment, they are on the cusp of losing to the New York Islanders and giving the New York Islanders finally, in their 8th game at the new arena, their first win ever at the UBS Arena. So, not really surprised. I kind of expected it, and the Devils are going to drop back-to-back games and lose and make it now 6 out of the last 7 or 7 of the last 8 losses. Definitely, they do have to make changes in the coaching staff. Things are just not going well right now. And I know it's still early in the year. We haven't even played 30 games, but changes do have to be made because this is getting absolutely ridiculous. And you can see in some of the comments here, Front Row Productions repping his Washington Capitals, who, did they play today? Yes, they did. They beat the Sabres 3-2 in a shootout. Jacob is a Golden Knights fan, as you can obviously tell by his logo. Obviously, the Golden Knights had I don't know if you'd say shocking, but definitely surprising loss, 4-3 in regulation to the Philadelphia Flyers, who finally ended their losing streak after it got to 10 games. So obviously, Jacob, as he mentioned before in the comments, is not happy about that. So we are about a minute or so away from puck drop in Seattle. This will be my first chance to see what the Seattle crowd looks like in that new arena that we have there. It's definitely going to be a lot of fun in this game. I'm looking forward to it. So again, my prediction is the Columbus Blue Jackets to win this game by the score of 4-1. And if any of you else have last minute predictions, anything like that, please leave them in the comments and I will show them right here. And just like what Habsman did when he asked this question, what's your favorite NHL team? If you guys have any questions, anything you'd like to know about me or anything else like that, leave it in the comments section and I will share it with you. Especially when I do live watchalongs, my guys, Jacob and Front Row Productions, they're always here ready to go. I actually wonder did you guys know that I was doing this game? Were you guys paying attention to the last stream when I told you that I was doing this game? Did you guys know that I was going to be doing a live watch along for this one? Let me know in the comments. Jacob saying, Neil, the last game with Bob. Yeah, Bob is one of the hosts of the Washington Capitals podcast. He had 60 viewers. That's phenomenal. I did see that. And I think at the end he had over 2,000 viewers of that live watch along. So that's the first time we've reached 2,000. So shout out to Bob and everybody there for going and checking out that live watch along last night. You guys are the best. You guys really are. Jacob saying to my question earlier, nope, not at all, as the Devils officially just lost 4-2 to the New York Islanders. But we are not talking about that, as the puck is about ready to drop in Seattle at the Climate Pledge Arena. I still can't believe they call it that. And we are underway between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Seattle Kraken. And again, guys, thank you so much for taking some time out of your Saturday night to watch this game along with me. Really do appreciate it. Going to be doing my best with the energy that I still have to give you guys some play-by-play. I also don't know the players on these teams as well as I do with some other teams, so I do apologize if I'm not 100% sure every time who has the puck and who shoots it. As Jordan Eberle, the former Islander, wraps it around the boards as Seattle has their first chance in the ozone. Drop pass here and a shot by Seattle is kicked out by the right leg pad of Merzlikins. Jaden Schwartz with a shot from the point, and it goes right into the breadbasket of Merzlikins. And we got to stoppage of play as we are about 43 seconds into the hockey game. So some other comments here. We got one from Habs. What do you think about PK Subban? I still miss the time when he played with the Habs. You can have him back if you want. In all honesty, I still think he's solid offensively, but he is one of the worst defensemen when it comes to playing his original role, and that is defense, I've ever seen. And I think it has to do with age more than anything else because this is his third year now, and he still makes a lot of mistakes. He whiffs on a lot of shots. It's just not good. And I think that as much as I love PK Subban as a person, love his personality, there's an opportunity here for the Blue Jackets as they dump it into the offensive zone. I'm more or less looking forward to moving on from him because he's become a liability, Habs fan. I don't mean to bash him like that, but I'm just being honest as a fan of the team that he is playing for here. As we actually, and I forgot to mention this before, but I am not going to be alone doing this live watch along as we are welcomed along by What Lies. What my good friend Joey from What Lies podcast is a pass in front there goes wide. And what's going on, Joey?
What's going on, Neil? I am so freaking sorry. And I was in freakout mode. My laptop completely crashed. I lost all login info to everything. So I've been in panic mode trying to get set up here. So I'm just now getting settled, but I am here. It's good to be with you.
Yeah, and it's good to finally meet you as well. I think it's the first time that we've had a chance to talk and everything. But you're fine. You haven't really missed a whole lot. Just a couple minutes in. Seattle with a couple shots on goal. Now, obviously, Joey, you cover the Seattle Kraken. So I want you to tell the wonderful people here in this chat what people watching this game can expect from Seattle in a game against a very tough opponent in Columbus.
I think it's going to be a tight matchup, and we kind of have some evidence to back that up. In fact, Seattle Kraken versus Columbus was the first overtime game in Kraken franchise history. The Kraken ended up losing that game, but it was a really tight one. This is a gritty team. The Kraken were on a little bit of a heater on the road trip, and ironically enough, it was when everyone. Well, not everyone, but 5 of their players, including, their captain, Mark Giordano, was out. Their leading point scorer, Jordan Eberle, was out. Those guys are now healthy, and they're back in the lineup. We are missing a couple more tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a tight one. The issues with the Kraken right now are they're trying to kind of figure out their lines with, their guys coming back and getting healthy because they were clicking before. So I expect a tight matchup. I do think the Kraken are going to take this win. The last couple of games have been a disappointment, so hopefully we can get it going.
That's really good. So really quickly here, because obviously there hasn't been a goal yet, what is your score prediction for this one here tonight?
Ooh, I'll take 3-2 Kraken. And I know it's hard to do goal predictions, especially
Right.
when they start removing the goalie and they get some empty netters in there. I will take the Kraken 3-2. I kind of don't want to jinx it because the Kraken are 2-0 when I do a live watch along.
Okay.
And with that being said, in the past 2 watch alongs I've done, I also predicted the Kraken to lose. So, knock on something here. I hope that I'm not jinxing the team. But yeah, I think the Kraken will and should win this game, and hopefully I'm right.
Well, there you go. So Joey's got 3-2 Kraken. I said before, I'll say it again, I have the Jackets winning this one by the score of 4-1. They're actually showing an injury report right now for the Kraken. Yanni Gourde, Riley Sheahan, and Jay Leach are all on COVID protocol. While for the Blue Jackets, Adam Boqvist has an upper body injury. He was placed on IR, which is really unfortunate because Boqvist of late had really started to playing really well in the last couple of games. So it is unfortunate that he is out. So we're a little bit more than 3 minutes into this game as so far Seattle has 3 shots on goal and Columbus has yet to really generate anything. But let's get to some other comments here. From a production saying, Jacob messaged me and told me the broadcast was coming on. So there you go. We got that. Jacob says he's been here for 4 hours waiting for the stream to start. So,
I saw that earlier, Jacob. I give you a ton of credit. I saw that earlier when I was tweeting, and I actually went to go share the link of the live stream, and I pulled it up, and I saw he had a comment, and his comment was something along the lines of, "I am 4 hours early." So to his credit, he's not lying. He's been here for 4 hours.
Oh yeah, Jacob. As you could see by his profile name, he loves this network, and he's always the first one to get in here when these live watch-alongs are happening. He's a big hockey fan, obviously a big Golden Knights fan. Still cannot believe that the Golden Knights lost at home to the Philadelphia Flyers and allowed them to break that losing streak. That really surprised me. But
well, real recognize real, Jacob. I appreciate you.
Yeah, from our productions, Climate Pledge Arena. Oh, I don't know if you meant to say "oh brother" or "on brother," but yeah, that's probably the most creative arena. I mean, it's better than like the Smoothie King Center, so I guess we'll give it that. Jacob saying
throwing shots at the person living in New Orleans.
Well, I mean, look,
I totally understand.
Look, I think it's just great that like they got the Superdome, and then they got the Smoothie King Center. So it's like two polar opposites. You got a couple people saying what's up to you, Joey? Both Jacob and front row, they're saying hi. So
what's up, guys? I made it. Sorry.
He kept saying, "Oh wait, he's a Kraken fan."
Yeah,
this is great.
Sorry for coming in hot. Again, the laptop crashed and that was not fun. I have a lot of passwords to recover, but we're all good. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
So right now, Columbus is still looking for their first shot on goals. We're about 5 minutes into this game. So Seattle kind of feeding off the home crowd right away. I do have to say that these the Kraken uniforms, the home uniforms, this is the first time I've really seen them on TV or in person, whatever the case. Honestly, with the way the lighting is in that arena, it actually looks really nice. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, I'm completely partial to all of this, but I love the uniforms. I love the home sweaters. I love the away sweaters. I think they did a good job with branding. Oh, it looks like
what a save by Merzlikins as he sprawled down as Marcus Johansson tried the wraparound. I thought for a second Johansson had this. I thought he scored.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness, stuck out the left leg pad. Did he make this save? Let's see. They're showing it a replay here. Wow, it's right on the blue line. He kept it out. That is a hell of a save by Merzlikins.
Yeah, no, that's brutal. That's
Elvis is a good goaltender, man. Elvis is a good goaltender.
No, and that's kind of been the story of the Kraken. I mean, the last game they had, I didn't think their shots on goal were that good of quality. But yeah, they've it's hard to tell because I can't tell if every freaking goalie that the Kraken play against is going to be a finalist for freaking a goalie of the year, or if the Kraken are just playing that poorly and getting some bad shots on the net. But I thought that was a good opportunity, and that was a hell of a save. But if the Kraken keep doing that, I feel confident about my prediction tonight.
Yeah, and the Kraken so far have done a really good job as well defensively as we're approaching the 6-minute mark of this period, and Columbus still doesn't even have a shot on goal. So clearly the Kraken have come out and gone up to a good start overall. So let's get to some other quick comments here. Who is your favorite player from the Devils? So I guess Havsan is asking me this question.
That's you, yeah.
I mean, Joe, if you want to answer too, you're more than welcome to. But for me, it's got to be one of the most obvious answers, and that is Ilya Kovalchuk. No, I'm just kidding. It's Martin Brodeur. He's the reason that I got into hockey, the Devils, and wanting to become a goaltender when I was younger. So he really, and just the opportunity to see arguably the greatest goaltender to ever play the position on a game-to-game basis was absolutely phenomenal. So for me, it was easily Martin Brodeur. No question about it.
Wait, so Neil, this is our first time ever communicating at all. I didn't know. So did you play goalie? Is that like what you aspire to be based off of what you just shared?
Yeah, so like I was one of those like kids that decided when I was like 10 that I wanted to play hockey. I did not grow up, wanting to be a hockey player, at age 2. But when I started watching hockey and watching Marty play, I just immediately was so infatuated with the position and everything that I just decided, well, I want to learn how to skate. I want to learn how to play hockey. I want to be a goaltender. That was really what made me want to do it. So I ended up only playing 1 year of spring hockey for my high school, and that was it. But once I got my first win, I was kind of satisfied. At that moment, I was like, all right, I'm not going to be an NHL goaltender, but at least I got to play the sport and actually be half decent. So that was really the big thing there.
Okay, yeah, that's awesome, man. Totally understandable. I lied to myself. Being very new to to the game. I mean, I casually watched over
Great
years.
call,
I'm
man.
a big sports fan in general, but to the NHL specifically, I never had a team until the Seattle Kraken, came into existence. With that being said, I already know that I've fallen in love with our goalies. I feel like if I were to play hockey, I'd be a goalie, but I'm delusional because I can't even touch my freaking toes. Like I see like just even the pregame stretching that they do and the flexibility that's required to be a goalie, I would be the worst goalie ever. So there's no way in hell.
No, but I mean, I definitely can, understand, with the opportunity, especially living in a market that doesn't have an NHL team, and getting into the sport and getting into, hockey in general, having an opportunity to jump on with a new expansion team, I think is
Yes.
awesome. And I think you picked a really fun team
Yes.
that is going to, once they become really good and really competitive, that crowd's going to be good. And Front Row Productions saying Seattle attendance is very good. I mean, they finally have a professional hockey team. So you're going to see attendance be very, very good, regardless of what's going on. Our good friend Josh saying, "What's up, guys? What's up, Josh? Hope you're
What up,
doing well, my
Josh?
friend. Good to see you as always." Jacob with his just saying Kraken just suck. Okay. This is how Jacob operates. This is how Jacob operates.
Hey,
He says,
I can take the trash talking all day, but you got to be able to take it in as well. And dude, haters gonna hate, man. Like,
I
listen,
know.
I can tell by the Abbey that you're a Vegas Golden Knights fan. It is what it is. They
Oh, yeah.
struck lightning. They had so many things fall into place, and they got lucky on a couple of things. But what they were able to do with their franchise in their inaugural season will never be replicated. So
Yeah,
I don't
because
hold the Kraken up to that.
well, Seattle didn't have the expansion draft be in favor of them. I mean,
You almost said rigged, but yes, I know what
rigged.
you're saying.
Yeah. Rigged is such a strong
It is
word.
a
Rigged
strong
is such a
word.
strong word.
It is a
Just
strong
trying.
word.
That's
No,
it.
but
That's
to the credit of the Golden Knights, they knew what they wanted to do, and they also, they took advantage of a league that was still very, you know, the general managers of the other teams, they didn't really have a good grasp on in terms of what they want to do and how they wanted to handle that. The Golden Knights knew that,
mhm.
and they took advantage of it. That being said, ever since then, the rest of the NHL has wisened up. Like what the Golden Knights are able to do in the expansion draft is never going to be duplicated. That's just how it is.
Very, very good point. As the Seattle Kraken right now out shooting the Columbus Blue Jackets 6-0 here, as a shot by Adam Larson is stopped by the good leg pad of Elvis Merzlikins to make that now 7-0. I'm watching this via a stream on ESPN Plus.
Same.
Are you doing the same thing, Joey?
Yes, I'm doing the same. We should be like, yeah, we're on the same timing here, which helps out a lot.
I'm using the Blue Jackets I guess network. I have no. I just picked one. I just randomly picked, and that's the one I had. So I was kind of
I am not, but yeah, not that
so
I mean
so. So
it's
now we
muted
did.
for
So we
me,
got
but
a balance.
yes,
You got the Seattle broadcast. I got the Columbus broadcast. So
exactly.
it all works out. So now we got some other comments here. Andrew saying hi, Josh. Saying hi to Josh. Andrew saying hi, Neil. What's up, Andrew? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you as always. There are some people in these comments that come, especially when I show up. So we're gonna get some people. Andrew asked me, how am I doing? I'm really tired from going to the Army Navy game, but other than that, I'm doing really well. I'm
Wait, you
happy
went to the
to.
game?
Oh yeah, I went to the game. My friend got tickets.
Oh man, that's
Dude.
awesome. Well, so I was actually in the Navy for 4 years.
Oh, thank you for your service.
Not a problem. But I'm
Thank
go Navy, beat Army. But what a hell of a game to go to. I've never been, but it's a bucket list item. I'm sure you had a day.
Oh yeah, I have family that was in both. That was in both. So I mean, I don't really have a preference necessarily. I cheered for Army a lot when I was younger because of Navy having that long 13, 14-year streak, whatever it was. And
Yes.
just wanting to see Army break the streak, that was kind of
Yep.
cool. But yeah, no, like I said before, Navy came away with a 17-13 victory. It was just a hard fought back and forth game. I thought it was going to be high scoring because I thought that when both teams scored a touchdown on their opening drive, I was like, "Are we in for a shootout?" No, and then I went and I said, "Wait a minute. These are two teams that run option offenses. They're not scoring a whole lot. And that was the case, but it was just a great experience and definitely something I could cross off my bucket list. So that is good. But we also have another comment here. Espan Eric, we have a Blue Jackets fan saying, hello, let's go Jackets. What's up, my friend? Hope you are doing well. Love to see some Jackets fans as well in the comments section. Habs fan saying, Kraken is the second best team after the Habs, in my opinion, because I'm a fan of the Montreal Canadiens. So we can obviously see that as finally the Columbus Blue Jackets get a shot on goal, and that comes at the 9:55 mark of this period. So Seattle doing well so far defensively as they just relinquished their first given up shot on goal, as it was by, I have no idea who number 15 of Columbus is. Brennan, is that what I'm not a fan of either team, so I do apologize. I don't know everybody on these two teams. I know more people in Seattle than I do Columbus. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's a good thing.
Andrew, Andrew also is the man when it comes to giving us score updates from out-of-town games. He's saying 1-0 Canes. So they just scored. He's also saying hi to you as well, Joey. So say hi to Andrew.
How you doing? What's going on, man?
He's another one of our.
Sorry, I appreciate the score updates as well. Thank you.
Yeah, no, we do appreciate it, Andrew. You are the man. Framework Productions. I live 20 minutes from the Naval Academy. Oh, there you go. Awesome. So it must be a party by your area tonight. I mean, it certainly must been.
Yeah. That's really
Andrew also says, I went bowling tonight with my friends for a Christmas party. That sounds like fun. Yeah. That sounds like fun. So there we go. But an opportunity here is a nice dump in, and it's Jonas Donskoy with a backhand strike. He just missed it.
They just missed it. They had a guy in front of the net, and he was trying to wrap it around there. Fucking Donskoy. He hasn't been able to get it going, but God, he is itching to get his first goal of the season. It's been killing us.
Oh, come on. An opportunity to wrap around try, and again Merzlikins is able to get over there just in time. That's the third time already in this period that Merzlikins had to get over there on a wraparound try and be able to at least disrupt it before giving up a goal. So Seattle continuing to come out here and get off to a hot start, but so far Merzlikins has stopped all 8 shots he has faced early on in this one. As we have another comment here, James from the Peg. What's up, James? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you for coming on. Andrew also saying Sebastian Aho got the goal. Well, that's good for me because that's fantasy. So I'll take that. I'll take that every day. And then Jacob giving us, he's also a big NBA guy. He says Curry is about to break the 3-point record. I'm
an NBA guy, an NFL guy, MLB guy. I totally get it. That's awesome, man. I mean,
I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan. I want nothing to do with Curry.
There you go. Well, I'm a rest in peace Seattle Sonics fan. So as soon as the New Orleans Pelicans are done trying to pretend like they want a franchise here in New Orleans, and they sell themselves to the city of Seattle, I loosely root for the Pelicans, being that I live in New Orleans, but the Sonics are my team.
Awesome, man. Well, while we have a quick break in the action here, we are going to get our first word from our sponsors. So as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along. Make sure to use our promo code down in the bottom right corner, THPN, when you sign up. So we're at about the halfway point of this period, or a little bit more than that. And so far, Joey, the Seattle Kraken have come out with a mission to get pucks to the net, but Elvis Merzlikins continuing to make big time saves.
Yeah, I can't, aside from the score still being 0-0, but the Kraken have had some really good chances. But overall, I really like the way they've come out so far. They've been attacking like crazy. They seem to be skating really well. The energy seems to be there. I haven't missed a game all season. I can tell you there are definitely been some games where they come out from puck drop and they do not look like they're interested in being here. So it's good to see them have the energy and to get the shots on goal. Now let's get one in and kind of break it wide open, because the last game they got shut out. So I think they're also kind of feeling the pressure a little bit, but I like the way they're playing.
Yeah, so far they're off to a really good start. And again, it's a packed house in Seattle at the Climate Pledge Arena. I think that's great that even though the team has been struggling this year and in their first year, I think it's just great. It's a slap shot there, and oh my goodness, highway robbery by Elvis Merzlikins. I don't know who was 16 on the Kraken.
I missed the shot. I couldn't. Is that Donato? Is that Ryan Donato?
No, it's Jared McCann.
It's Jared
McCann. He tried to go low glove side, but
Oh
Merzlikins
my
flashing the leather,
God.
and that is a shooter's worst nightmare. You never want to see your opponent goaltender flash the glove like that. But a hell of a shot and an even better save by Elvis Merzlikins. That is impressive. We also got some comments here.
I hate
Andrew
it.
saying,
I hate it.
let's go, Curry. So there we go.
Yeah, Curry's going to
Jacob
break
is
the
a-
3-point record. I mean, he's the best shooter in NBA history. So
Jacob is a Lakers fan. He's been a Lakers fan since 2014. He actually said to me in the last live watch on I did, he went and saw Kobe Bryant's last game. So that was kind of
oh shit,
that's kind of a
damn.
cool thing.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty fucking cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
that is really cool. And then we got front row, not surprisingly from the DC area, big Washington Wizards fan. They got one of my favorite former Nets and Spencer Dinwiddie. So hopefully Dinwiddie.
Dude,
I know Dinwiddie's been kind of like playing a little bit not as good of late, so I'm a little bit concerned about that.
Dude, I went to the University of Colorado. Dinwiddie was there when I was there. Like, Dinwiddie is my dude. Like, when he was in college,
I love Dinwiddie.
I loved him. When he went to the NBA, I thought he got robbed, and then he played his way into contention because no one took him seriously. I mean, he went to a Detroit organization that was just honestly run like shit. And he managed to break his way into the league, and he's a hell of a player, and it's great to see him doing well. So yeah, I'm team Spencer Dinwiddie all the way.
Yeah, man, he's a great guy. It's unfortunate that the Nets couldn't keep him
I agree.
after last season, but still he really developed himself into a really good player, and he earned that big money that he got from Washington. And I'm really hoping that he continues to get better and better. As right now, Columbus looked like they had an opportunity to strike there, but it couldn't control the puck. Is now Appleton with the puck. Is it weird as a slap shot by Larson? I don't know how he didn't even get it on net. But now here comes the Blue Jackets coming the other way. It's Boone Jenner with the puck. Boone Jenner is a New Jersey Devils killer. He scores every time they play the Devils. Don't know why. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Rowetski with a shot. That would have stopped at a rebound try. And that is a great kick save. I don't know how Grubauer got there, but he was able to make that diving save. Unbelievable as we get an icing here with 5:54 as now both goaltenders, Joey, have come up with huge saves in this one. Look at this one again. Oh my goodness. Actually,
this is fucking insane.
Wait a minute.
I think
that wasn't Grubauer.
There. It wasn't.
No.
It wasn't. That was Larson.
Is that Adam Larson?
That was Adam Larson.
It was Adam Larson. What a diving poke check there to deny it. Great job as Gustav Nyquist, who I didn't know was still playing in the league, apparently. I feel old. Gustav Nyquist had that shot that got to – no, see, I remember Nyquist when he was on the Red Wings. That's how much I remember. Like, I know he was on San Jose for a little while, and he played well for them. But
that Donato freaking stick save is the play of the game so far, because it should be 1-0, not in favor of the Kraken right now. Holy crap!
Zachary McNally telling us Leafs won. They did win, I believe, 5-4 over the Chicago Blackhawks. That was a really good game. So the Blacks and Peter Mrazek finally got back into the lineup. I got a win, and I don't know is that his second or first win as a Leaf, because I know he's been hurt most of the year. So I kind of want to know what his situation is. Jacob saying Team Kobe. Obviously, we know. Andrew asking, who is the host tomorrow night? I'm not sure what game we're doing tomorrow night off the top of my head. I'm going to have to go back and look. And then once I know, I'll probably be able to tell you. Andrew's saying that he also loves Kobe, his favorite player. Firmware Productions again telling us the Leafs win. Jacob's got a Kobe jersey. And there's now an opportunity for Seattle, and that shot is stopped by Merzlikins. Another point-blank shot by Seattle, but again, Merzlikins, who's made now already 12 saves in this game, makes another big one there.
You know what? That's fine because the Kraken keep doing this. They're going to score, but God,
no, wraparound try there by Columbus is stopped by Grubauer. And that shot goes wide of the net as Columbus starting to get it a little bit going here.
Come on, boys. Let's go. Here we go.
Now here comes Jordan Eberle down the other way. Drops it off to his player. And then back over to Eberle. He lost it for a second. And then tried to drop pass to number 19 of Seattle, but he couldn't make it. And then the Jackets clear it down the ice. But James saying here, Appleton is a good player. Came from the Jets plus Brandon Tanev before he left for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Appleton is interesting because
he's my favorite Kraken. I don't know why. I like for some reason Mason Appleton, and maybe it's because of his last name. It's my favorite player on the Kraken.
No, I honestly, he's one of the guys that Tanev's getting a little chippy out here. Here we go.
And then Kelly Yarncrook with a good shot that got blocked. Yeah. By the way, Kelly Yarncrook is the luckiest man on the planet because he got his name announced in the expansion draft by Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch. Yeah.
Anyone wants to know.
Yeah. I saw that. And it was epic as hell. And for Appleton, I have this weird allegiance to him too. And it makes no sense. And then in the preseason, he did really well. And I just like the way that he skated. And I was like, oh shit, I'm going to look for this guy to break out. I still really like Appleton, but so far this season, it hasn't really shown up. But we'll see. It's still a long way to go. A lot of games to play.
I think, and granted, I'm a Devils fan and I cover the Devils, so I don't know what's going on with Seattle, but I feel like there should be no expectations for this team. Just go out there and just, I guess, have fun, and enjoy being in the NHL. And I know that Seattle took Nate Bastian from the Devils in the expansion draft, and then the Devils picked him up when Seattle put him on waivers. And then also Seattle, I believe, has Connor Carrick in their farm system, which Connor Carrick has one of my favorite podcasts in the world, and basically that I listen to, the Curious Competitor podcast. It's a great podcast, by the way.
I'll have to check that out.
It's great. He doesn't really talk about hockey. He just brings on people and talks about life. His episode that he did with Elliot Friedman, which I think was the second episode he did, was great. I loved it. I love listening. It's a great podcast.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I'll have to
Andrew
check that out.
Confirming that Peter Mrazek's win was his second win of the season. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate it. Jacob begging us to do the Vegas Wild game. Was that tomorrow? It shows you how much I'm keeping track. What is this? Arena Facts. Expected to be the first net zero carbon certified arena in the world. Talking about the Climate Pledge Arena. Yes. All electric operations are powered by 100% renewable electricity.
Here's a fun fact for you, Neil. Even the Zamboni is electric. It's an electric Zamboni. So there you go. Yeah.
Oh, you gotta love Jeff. You gotta love Jeff Bezos and just wanting to do that.
It's also very on brand with just the Northwest and Seattle in general. But it's really cool what they're doing. They're not messing around with Climate Pledge Arena.
It's a great, and I love where the scoreboard is, the big screen, the jumbotron. It looks cool. I don't know. It just looks
for some reason
up. It's split up like that, and it's on an angle. I don't know. It looks kind of cool, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I like it too. And it was I forget who was in town, but some of the beat reporters from an opposing team earlier in the season were talking about how much they love Climate Pledge Arena, and they were showing their seats that were up against the glass. And what's really cool is in the cup holders for media, there's actual ice that's built into and then regenerates itself. So think about an ice machine in your refrigerator, but it's an ice machine in the cup holder. So when you're setting your soda or your adult beverage in the cup holder, it's actual ice that's keeping it cold. And then the tabletop where the media will set down their electronics actually doubles as a charging station. So when you set your phone down on the table to do your work, your phone's charging, and the seats are also heated. So yeah, they're not fucking
cool.
around. Yeah, it's really cool.
Dude, they've really gone all out here as we're 2:40 to go here in this first period. Shots are 12-6 at the moment in favor of the Seattle Kraken. Again, we are doing a live watch along between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the NHL's newest expansion franchise, the Seattle Kraken. It's been a good game so far. Both goaltenders with some pretty big-time saves, and even their defensemen have done well. As another shot there by Max Domi goes right into the glove of Grubauer. I blacked out for a second there. I'm still really tired from the hockey game, so I'm just, football game.
I've had a day. Yeah, I've had a day myself. It's been a long one, and then the computer wanting to just completely give me the blue screen of death. So it's been an interesting day. I definitely understand.
Nobody wants to see the blue screen of death, but Habs fan here saying, I'm now watching the Flames Bruins game. Still no score. Okay, so that game must be in Calgary if it's being playing at this time, I would imagine.
Yeah,
Vegas will beat the Wild, even though the Wild are in the middle of the hockey country, Minnesota. No, I think Minnesota will beat the Wild. As a shot there by Columbus goes wide of the net, as it looked like it beat Grubauer, but it went wide. So good shot nonetheless, as Columbus is starting to come on here.
Yeah, that Donato stick save is really looking like the play of the game. And another thing about the Seattle Kraken, I'm not sure, how much people know about, but they seem to be giving up goals really late in periods. So I'm nervous here for the next 2 minutes. I mean, I don't know if they get lazy or kind of lackadaisical, but they really need to be careful about how they're going to end this period here and keep on the attack.
And I say this all the time. If you give up a goal within the last 2 minutes of the period, you're giving your opponent all that momentum going into the next 20 minutes of play. And it can be such a momentum shifter. So for both of these teams, just try to get out of this period without giving up a goal, and then obviously looking to try to get a late one here to get that momentum. So we'll see if either team can do just that here with 1:20 to go here in the opening frame. Andrew saying Ethan Bear returned in Edmonton. So there we go. Got a little bit of good news if you're an Edmonton Oilers fan. Front row production saying, my cousin is in the district manager of all the Lowe's stores in Seattle. Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
Cool, man. Nice.
That's pretty cool. And then Habs fans saying, did I miss something? I mean, other than just a really good shot there by Texier that just missed the net.
So and he missed a hell of a Donato stick save, too, because Kraken should be down 1-0. That stick save was insane because
I think this game should be I think this game should be even at a goal apiece.
I agree.
You saw Merzlikins make that great save on Marcus Johansson. I mean, both guys have it here as now number 7 of the Blue Jackets has it and then takes it out of the zone with 30 seconds to go in the opening period here. So 25 seconds and now a good opportunity here for Columbus, but it's broken up by the Seattle defense. And now Seattle's coming the other way, but that is taken away by Boone Jenner. And then that puck deflects out of play with 15.3 remaining in the period. James is actually asking both of us a question, Joey. He says, where are you gentlemen from? Joey, you can go first with this one.
Yeah, so currently, James, and also a great question. So I currently live in New Orleans, but I was born and raised in Washington State. So I'm a Seattle diehard everything, hence the Seattle Kraken fandom. Kraken, Mariners, Seahawks, Sounders, like those are my teams. But yeah, I currently live in New Orleans, and that's a very quick kind of rendition of my background.
And I'm born and raised in central New Jersey. I still live here to this day. It's funny. I actually have had visions of myself living at one point in the Pacific Northwest as Jordan Eberle with a power move, but he's going to run out of time, and that's going to do it for the first period of play. So no score after 20 minutes of play, but a lot of action nonetheless, a lot of good goaltending. Not surprised by that either. And so we'll see if things pick up even more once we get into the next 20 minutes of play. But yeah, I've lived in Jersey my whole life. I love living here. So obviously, I'm a New Jersey Devils fan. You know, you got to support the local teams as you normally do. But yeah, I'm from a town called Little Silver, New Jersey. You guys can look that up. It's a very, very, very small town.
Yeah, where is that at? I spent a good amount of time in New Jersey, both South and North Jersey. Where is Little Silver?
It's about like 10-15 minutes away from Asbury Park.
Okay.
It's 5 minutes from Long Branch. It's the town over from Red Bank. just to name a few of the more well-known
Yeah.
towns in that general area. But it's in the central part of New Jersey. And for anybody on here who's I'm going to say it before anyone else says it, yes, Central Jersey does exist. It exists. And anybody who
I know
says it
I said
doesn't
south and north, but
is
yeah,
a
it does
liar.
exist.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Everybody just says that, but it's all good. Andrew also talking about. I think he's still talking about Ethan Bear. Gross pass. Oh no, he's talking about the Canes game. Gross pass from Canes through the legs. I'm assuming
True.
I'm assuming they scored. That's my guess. But I mean, it could have just been a pass. But
Yeah.
Andrew also saying Joey Seahawks sucks. They can't play anymore.
Hey, dude, I'm with you. Yeah, they suck. They're not fun to watch. Russell Wilson did a weird I'm back and my finger is a miracle, and here's a video of me to the Succession theme song that no one understood. So yeah, it's kind of a lost season, and it is what it is. I've accepted it. I'm a realist, which is fine.
Yeah, and I'm a New York Giants fan, so my season ended about 2 months ago.
I was gonna say a decade ago. That was
a decade ago. But before we continue on with the comments here, let's get another quick word from our sponsors. So as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and all the watch alongs that we do. Again, make sure you use our promo code THPN when you sign up. So we are into the first intermission of our watch along between the Columbus Blue Jackets and Seattle Kraken. Before we get to some of the other comments here, and again, guys, make sure to leave those comments. We really do appreciate it. We'll share them here on the screen. Joey, what are your thoughts about Seattle? They had well over 10 shots. I think they had 15. Let me double check. How many shots in goal did they have? They had,
I thought it was 12. Eberle
12
might have made it
shots.
30. Yeah, there you go.
They had 12. They outshot. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, Joey.
Yeah, no, I honestly feel pretty good. I mean, you and I both agree that the score should probably be 1-1 right now. Both goalies have kind of been standing on their head. As I mentioned earlier, Ryan Donato had an incredible stick save for the Kraken on a play that Grubauer was so stretched out he couldn't have physically made. But no, I'm really enthusiastic because the Kraken for the most part have been on the attack, and they came out with a lot of energy, which they have not been doing, especially the past two games. So I'm hoping that they can still turn around. I am hopeful for the rest of the game. Either of these teams, in my opinion, can take it. So it's just a matter of, again, these two played each other early in the season, and it went into overtime, and the Kraken ended up losing that game. This game is going to come down to which team wants it more, And I saw the stat about the past 7 games for Columbus. They're 1-5-1. The Kraken have lost their last 2 after having a really successful road trip. So who wants it more? And I think we're going to find out here pretty soon.
Yeah, I think you nailed it right on the head. Both teams came out, Seattle definitely more in particular. They came out in the first 10 minutes and really, really were dictating the pace, had a couple really good shots on goal, but Merzlikins continuing to be strong in net, making save after save. But then you saw Columbus in the second half of that period really start to get going, had a couple good shots on goal. And again, you mentioned the Ryan Donato save. Merzlikins made a really good save. There was one time where I think Gustav Nyquist made a save with his skate. So everybody's getting involved with all of this. So it's really great to see. But let's get to some other comments here. James saying, nice. Love your content, guys. Thank you, James. We appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Andrew saying time for a trade. I mean, if you're talking about either one of these teams, okay. I don't know which team you're talking about.
Yeah, tell us the teams.
Tell us the team we're talking about.
Yeah.
Tell us the sport. Tell us the origin, everything. Jacob saying, Neil, did you just say that Vegas will lose to the Wild? If so, we have beef.
I think they will too. I honestly think they will
It's
too.
a possibility.
So yeah.
I mean, look, Jacob, it's hockey. It's a magical, unpredictable sport. You never know what can happen, all right? Any team can lose. You just lost to the Flyers. So if you lost to the Flyers, what makes me believe that you are capable of beating the Wild?
Shots fired. Pew, pew, pew.
So there you go. James saying, I wanted New Jersey tonight to beat the Islanders so that we still have no win in the new arena. Oh, God, we have to talk about this? Oh, my God.
Man, it's getting
the
weird
Devils
in here.
Became the first team to lose at the UBS Arena that wasn't the Islanders, as the Islanders beat the Devils 4-2 tonight. And I hope that somebody on that coaching staff gets fucking fired by tomorrow. I want changes have to be made. We are too good of a team. To be playing this like dog shit. We have the second worst power play in the NHL, and I don't even know who's 32nd. I have no idea. I don't care.
Well, the Kraken were the 32nd about a week and a half ago, but they've started to turn it around. Now their power play is starting to actually become a thing of strength for the team. But I feel you. It is hard to watch. I understand.
It's frustrating. I went to the game last night. I have gone to 3 games this year in person. I'm 0 for 3. I have not seen the Devils win a game in person since late 2018. I am dying.
Dude, you're the bad juju. You shouldn't be allowed to go to a game anymore.
I just stopped going. Yeah, I'm just going to stop going. It's not worth it. Andrew saying my brother-in-law is also a big fan. That's awesome. That's awesome. James also said Seattle Seahawks will win. I have them in my pool.
Dude, they're playing James. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. But they're playing fucking Texans. If they put your money on the Seahawks, and that's all I gotta say. Put your money on the Seahawks. Hammer.
If they lose to the Texans, Russell Wilson's definitely going to want out. I mean, if he loses to, he definitely going to.
I still think he does, but he's doing the PR thing. But that's for another conversation.
He's not going to the Giants. I know that for a fact.
He listed them apparently, but anyways.
but the Giants are nowhere near good. So why?
But here's
what
the thing.
offensive line though?
As somebody that pays way too much attention to Seattle sports, I'll tell you right now, it's not him. It's Sierra. His wife wants to be in a big market to continue to get her career out there. Going to New York would be huge. I'm telling you, that's not.
But he would hate it.
But
he personally would hate it. He'd be like, "Well, yeah, but I play. But like the Giant."
He'd be king of New York, though, man. He'd be king of New York.
Yeah, yeah. We go from Daniel Jones to Russell Wilson. Wouldn't know how to feel about that.
Yeah, kind of a little upgrade.
The Lion, I like this name. The Lion of Tribe of Judah saying Blue Jacks 3-0. He's giving a score prediction. So there we go.
Appreciate
he says Blue Jackets will win. Mark my words. And one of our good friends, one of our bigger supporters, we have several big supporters here in the chat. We got my good friend Danelle.
What's up, man? Yeah, I know Danelle. Yeah.
Danelle, I swear to God, if you ask me one thing about the Devils game tonight, I'm going to block you. Please don't ask me anything about it. I don't want to talk about it. I want to watch this other game. And, this is a good topic to talk about, but let me just read this comment real quick. What up, gentlemen? How are you guys doing Saturday night? About to clock out of work today. It's my Friday. My pick changed this past Sunday. Check you guys when I get home to watch you guys on my computer. Awesome, Danelle. Drive home safe, and we will see you.
See you soon, Danelle. Danelle's the man. We appreciate
Danelle
him.
is the OG, man. He, Jacob, all these guys, they come in here every single one of these, no matter who does these live watchalongs, they're always here. But Joey, this has nothing to do with either one of the teams that we're talking about or any team we like. We got word earlier today that Dallas Stars goaltender Ben Bishop has unfortunately been forced to retire from the National Hockey League due to injury.
Holy shit. Okay.
So I feel very bad for him because he's been dealing with injuries since he got into the league. And when he was in Tampa, it was like, yeah, Tampa's good, but God, he can't stay healthy. And I remember he got hurt in the middle of the 2015 Cup final, and that's when we first found out about Andrei Vasilevsky, and that's when we first saw him here. Oh, by the way, I just saw this comment. Joshua, I don't know how to say it. Farn Cup says, guys, Larson made the stick save, not Donato. See, I knew it was Larson. I'm pretty sure it was. I don't know
why. Yeah, I don't know why I thought I saw Donato. I appreciate that. Also, in full transparency, when we do the live watch-alongs, we have no sound on the actual game because the only sound that we have is each other. So, and a lot of the times when I'm talking, I'm looking directly at you, not at the game. So,
no, I know what you mean.
Yeah, Joshua. No, thank you so much. I thought I saw Donato. I was wrong. I will fully be corrected on that. I should defer to Neil, who knows much more about hockey than I do. So yeah, it was Larson, but yeah, hell of a stick save. But thank you for correcting that. Thank you.
Jacob saying, Neil, we had our backup goalie in net for the game against the Flyers.
Dude,
no excuse. We lost. No excuse. No excuse. There was absolutely no excuse. The Devils wore their horrific black jerseys against the Flyers and won, and you can't win with a backup goaltender. I don't care.
Jacob, listen, man, you'll be fine because the fucking Golden Knights are a solid team, and come late December or mid-January, whatever it is, when you have Eichel, who by the way is already out skating around, which is fucking insane. I mean, he's like Bruce Willis in Unbreakable. The guy, has surgery and is already back skating around, and he's looking pretty good. You guys will be fine. So, the weird losses happen. Like they happen. Sometimes
they happen all the time,
and they surprise you.
Our backup goalie sucks booty. Okay, great. Like, good for you. Like, what do you want me to say, bro? Go get a better goalie. Oh, wait, you don't have any cap space to do anything.
I guarantee you that your backup goalie has a higher save percentage than Grubauer right now. So I'm just saying.
Do I drop Grubauer in fantasy? I think I'm holding on to him for too long.
It's hard. It's hard. That's another conversation we can have. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. James saying, I like New Jersey. All right. I appreciate, again, no, people don't want this to go. No, people are bashing. How did the Devils lose? They scored fewer goals than the other team, Jacob. That is how they lost. Other than that, this team, the coaching staff, Mark Recchi is horrible. Elaine Nasruddin, I don't get. Lindy Ruff, I think the game has passed him by. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do this. I don't want to
listen, this is the equivalent of torture in other countries with what y'all are doing to Neil right now. So you might as well be waterboarding him live. So
guys,
for the love of God, cut the man some slack.
I will do more Devils games, all right, guys? Just sometimes a man just wants to watch another team play and just wonder what it's like to have a competent franchise. But James saying, no Jackets don't have Laine. Yeah, they've still been playing relatively well without Patrick Laine. They've been getting offense from some other guys. So, I mean, once Laine gets back, that definitely gives them even more scoring prowess, which they certainly need, and you cannot.
And also, James, that's a good point you bring up because Laine was the individual that scored the goal in overtime when they faced off earlier in the season to beat, for Columbus to beat the Seattle Kraken. So, he's not in tonight for y'all, but guess what? We're missing Yanni Gourde. I mean, he went into COVID protocol today, which I know, Neil, you mentioned earlier, and we're also missing Kalle Järnkrok. So, these are things that every team has to deal with over the course of the season, and it is what it is. But, yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, 100% here. Some other comments here. Jacob says he has not missed one live watch-along since he's been here, so we appreciate the dedication, my friend. Andrew says
Thank you.
that he's been here since Isha and my good friend Kim Moisa Isles Girl 3 did a live watch-along back in November. I do remember that one, so that's good. Jacob saying Jack Eichel comes back in 2 to 3 weeks. That quick?
Yeah, I believe it.
Has it been that long? Has it been a month?
It hasn't, but here's the thing. It hasn't been that long, but he's already had videos of him post-surgery, like full-on skating. It's insane what he's got to
do. He's got to get into practice and get hit.
I agree, but I mean, I thought it was crazy that pre-surgery when he was already traded, how they were parading him around the arena in Vegas, and he's like giving on full interviews and all this stuff. I'm like, dude, like you need to be going in for surgery. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, he got traded, and then 2 days later, he got surgery. Like he was, and imagine if the Sabres had just let him get the surgery back in, I don't know, April.
Wait, so Neil, can I listen, I'm not breaking any news here, but can I share something with you okay. So this was talked about on my podcast. And again, I do What Lies Beneath. We cover the Seattle Kraken. You can find us on
Plug your
Twitter
podcast.
at Kraken Pod and Facebook at Kraken Pod. So, long story short, my podcast co-host Jeff Janusek is from Detroit. He currently lives in New Orleans, just like I do. His neighbor is actually from Buffalo. Recently moved down to New Orleans as well, et cetera, et cetera. His son has coaching ties to the organization. They shared and again, I'm not breaking any news here, but because it's all speculative. They shared news with Jeff, my co-host, that he shared with me on the podcast that a main reason why Buffalo was over the Eichel situation is because there was abuse of illegal substances. That's all he was told
By Jack Eichel.
By Jack Eichel, and that the organization was over it, and that the locker room knew about it, and we're also completely over the situation. This is something that, again, it's word of mouth. We're not quoting anything here or breaking any news, but it was shared that there was some issues beyond the injury that the organization kept kind of hush, but that internally they were pretty much fucking over it. So how true that is, we don't know. But yeah, I thought that was pretty crazy to hear that as well.
That is crazy to hear, as we are just about ready, by the way, to begin the second period of our game between the Seattle Kraken and the Columbus Blue Jackets. For some stupid reason, I thought Phoenix Coyotes in my head. I apologize tonight, guys. I'm really tired, and I'm pushing through this as best as
you're
I
doing
can.
Great. Yeah, no apology needed, dude. You're crushing it.
And this is only the third time I've done it with someone else. So if I was by myself, I'd be really screwing up right now.
No,
so
dude, lean on me all you want.
Here.
If you're, I appreciate you because I don't we're helping out each other here because I had the laptop issue earlier, which I still have to deal with once this live watch along is over. But but yeah, man, you helped me out in getting this thing going, and I'm more than happy to take the reins if you start struggling. But dude, you're crushing it, so no worries.
Well, I appreciate it. I don't appreciate this comment though. Thank you, Jacob.
The Devils are just like our backup goalie. They both suck booty.
Jacob, well, you know what, Jacob? Hey, Jacob, do me a favor. Jacob, how many cups does Vegas have? Just out of curiosity, man.
We need like a soundboard, like a shots fired, like pew,
dude,
pew, pew.
Dude, I think we need to do a live watch along, like a fan appreciation one, and get Jacob like actually on the screen so that people get to know who the man behind the memes is here.
Yeah, but, we can do like a live caller scenario, but they can also be on the screen, and then it could get real weird. Like it'd be like a chat roulette for hockey. It'd be kind of fucked up.
Absolutely. And the puck is dropped in Seattle. We're underway here in the second period between the Jackets and the Seattle Kraken. So we'll see if either team can find the back of the net here in the second period. As a shot there by a defenseman for Seattle just goes wide of the net. Seattle already looking like they're trying to hunt. There is a shot that just goes wide, and I thought Merzlikins made the save at first, but it might have just went wide of the net. It's Jaden Schwartz with the puck. I'm still skeptical about that contract they gave him. I feel like that's a little bit pricey, but it's Jaden Schwartz. It's a good shoulder save there by Merzlikins, but let me see if there's any other good comments here as Joey will keep me up to date with it with the action here. Is a good shot.
Putting another shot on net there that looked. It was another good opportunity, but again, like Merzlikins, he's in the right position at the right time always. So I got to give him a lot of credit, but fuck, it's frustrating.
Habs fan with a very interesting comment. Have you seen the nose of Milan Lucic? This nose is not a normal nose.
I haven't seen the nose, but that's hilarious. Oh my god,
a good pass there by I think was that Donato to Donskoy. And Donskoy tried to go top shelf, but it went high. Yeah. And then another try there. Puck just pops up into the glove.
Popped up in the air. Easy catch. Yeah.
And then James saying, I figured Jack would play next year. No, he's definitely going to try to play this year. I think he's even going to try. This year. If the NHL allows its players to go to the Olympics, I think he's even going to try to play for Team USA.
The Olympics look sketchier than Eichel playing. Yeah, no, I think he's playing this year.
If they do play, it might be a good test for him to go to the Olympics and play to get some playing time and get himself going. That might be a good idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. James also saying, I also have the Saints in my pools for Sunday, but an opportunity here for Columbus, and that shot got blocked by a shot of Texier. I hope I'm saying, is it Texier or is it Texier? Texier. I think it's Texier.
Beats the hell out of me. So
Somebody help me here. Somebody
come on,
help
boys.
me.
Oh man, what a shot! Oh, here we go.
And now we got
a fight.
Cups afterwards as True and who is 55 on? Who is 55? That's Jeremy Lazon, right? Is that Lazon?
I believe 55? It's Lazon. I don't know the numbers yet. I just know the faces. Like that's where I'm at in my hockey knowledge. So I'm horrible with that. It's good to see. And by the way, good to see True getting in there and mixing it up because he actually played for the Thunderbirds, the local minor, quote unquote, minor league team there in Washington State. So he's the first guy to play for that affiliate and then to get a shot to play for the Kraken. So it's good to see him getting in there and mixing it up. And honestly, like I don't blame him for doing what they're doing. Like if there's no whistle, then why would you not start hacking away trying to get the puck in the net? I mean, that's the whole reason why you're playing.
Look, if he doesn't have the puck, and wow, Merzlikins actually whacked his stick at the leg of True there. Luckily,
I don't like that.
It didn't hurt him or anything. But
I don't like that at all.
But
and then True got 2 minutes for slashing. So now Columbus is on a power play here. What the hell?
Wow. They always get the last guy in there. But James asking, why is Gary not moving the Arizona team? Because he's desperate for Arizona to get good. He's very desperate.
Is he though, or are they stalling because they're really going to go?
He is, because here's the thing. Arizona has constantly been in rumors about moving since they moved from Winnipeg. And it hasn't worked. Even when they went to the conference finals in 2012, they weren't sold out. So
Neil, admittedly, you know way more about hockey or the NHL than I do, like miles beyond me. So I'm going to ask maybe a stupid question here, and that's something that we actually do on our podcast. We do no dumb questions, but that's for Kraken fans. Here's my thing: if another major city though is interested and has the support, a la Houston, would that be the wrong move for the NHL for Arizona Coyotes to go to Houston? Like they would have the infrastructure, the arena, the fan base. How would that be a negative for the NHL? Why would Gary try to keep them in Arizona then?
Well, it's glad that you brought this up because Andrew just asked, did you hear about the Yotes going to Houston without fans?
I've heard very serious things about this being I mean, they have the arena, they have the fan base. I mean, it would be huge. So
Houston,
why not?
I think basically if they move the team, Houston would just play in the same arena that the Rockets play in. So they got that. Kansas City's ready. Kansas City's got a team, got an arena as well. Kansas City, all they need is a hockey team, and they're good.
Yeah, I mean, and their fan base reminds me a lot of the Seattle fan base, where they're very dedicated to basically any sport that goes there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at the Royals and the Chiefs and all that. Like, they do a very good job. They would be very committed to that hockey team. So why keep them in Arizona then? I don't understand that.
I think honestly, Gary Bettman doesn't want to admit that trying to take hockey to the desert was a bad idea.
Was a failure.
I think he's been trying very hard to hope that they get, and I think also he looks at how much instability there's been, or lack of stability there's been in Arizona. They've had several owners and so much craziness that I think that he wants to hope that Arizona gets at least a couple of years where things are like somewhat stable, but I don't know. And you know what sucks is that they brought the Kachina uniforms and everything back. And they may not have this team next year. So it's
well, if you bought one of those unis, hold on to it because it could be a keepsake. You know what? I mean, again, you know way more about this than I do. All of that makes complete sense. But to hold a franchise in an area where it's clearly not working out of pride is fucking insane.
Good shot there by Max Domi.
Great shot and great save by Gruby. Gruby is playing out of his mind tonight. I love it.
Gruby's there.
This is Jacob, what they paid him for. This is what they paid him for.
I love when Jacob and Andrew want me to respond to their questions. They put it in caps so that I have to see it.
No, it's the first thing that I see too. It's like a psychological trick. It's like Pavlov's dog with a laptop.
Jacob saying, like I said, if Vegas makes the finals, I'm going to hop on here somehow. All right, well, we'll see. we will see about that. Let's see if they don't blow a 3-1 lead in a series again.
Ooh.
Which I haven't seen. I haven't seen the Devils do either. Jacob saying, "Hey Neil, when was the last time the Devils made the finals? 2012. So yeah, all right, you got that. Good for you.
Literally answering the question with the fact, which I love more.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even
When's the last time? 2012. Next question.
And then Habs fan saying, guys, I have to go. So I just need to know if you stream tomorrow, THPN. We definitely are going to be doing a stream tomorrow, Habs fan. We have a stream basically every single night here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. So make sure to look at it on the YouTube channel tomorrow. We usually will post it, and then you could set a reminder, and then you could be ready for that. But thank you so much, Habs fan, for coming on and spending some time, asking some questions. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the support from all of you guys.
Also, and really quick, subscribe to the channel, because if you subscribe to the channel, you'll get the notification. I can't believe I said that tonight. So subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube. By the way, like this video and do whatever you want with it. But subscribe to the channel is the biggest thing, because you'll get the notification way in advance, so you'll know what games we are doing live watch-alongs, and we do a lot of them. So please.
And also follow the Hockey Podcast Network on all social media platforms at HockeyPodNet. And you can find out about those as well. As it looks like, did Seattle just take another penalty?
I fucking hope
not. Or is it still the same power play? It's still the same power play, right?
Nope, that's a high stick.
Oh, so Seattle goes right back to the sin bin, as they were only on even strength for maybe a couple of seconds. But there's that. But again, Habs fan, thank you so much for coming on, man. We appreciate it. Jacob saying Yotes need to go to Halifax. That is completely random. Don't know how that's going to work. Houston saying, James saying Houston, Quebec, KC, I think would all have new arenas. Yep, those are probably the top three. Andrew, guys, why do we keep coming back? We're not talking about the Devils. We're talking about the teams that are playing this fucking game over here that you guys are so kind enough to watch with us. Why do the Devils are so bad? Because the head coach will be fired. But I think you just answered the question, Andrew. I don't know how do you want me to respond to that?
All I know is that Groovy just had another hell of a save. There's still 1 minute and 33 seconds left on the power play, but you're getting trolled now, man. You open yourself up to the trash.
I don't know, like Habs fans saying, "Good, I'll be there tomorrow." Awesome, man. Good night. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you so much.
Good night. Subscribe to the channel, and thank you for being here tonight. We appreciate it.
James saying, I remember Winnipeg and Minnesota losing their teams. That time really sucked for us. Yeah, I mean, but at least for both Winnipeg and Minnesota, they eventually got back their teams. Well, obviously the Jets came back, and then the Minnesota became the Minnesota Wild, which is obviously great. Jacob saying, we may have blown a 3-1 lead, but at least we went to the finals. Bro, first of all, use correct punctuation. Can you be politically correct? It's not, but at least we want to the finals. It's at least we went to the finals. Not an A, put an E. All right. So if you're going to roast me, make sure you spell things correctly. Okay.
I love it. This trash talk is hilarious. This is so good.
Andrew saying, I'm sorry, Neil. No, you're not. Then why did you ask? If you were sorry, you wouldn't ask the question. Jacob saying, hey, Neil. Yes. Hi, Jacob. I see you. Oh, this is great. What do the Devils and Titanic have in common? They both look good until they hit the ice. That is the lamest joke I have heard. I hear that joke all the time with any team. So use something that's not use something, original. Andrew, because he's awesome, is telling us it's now 2-0 Hurricanes.
Thank you, Andrew.
As Hoffman and Brandon Tanev have a few choice words after that last opportunity.
Yeah, Tanev is like one more conversation away from dropping the gloves. This is the second
Tanev's
time
gonna
tonight.
Fight somebody about when this game's all said and done. But a game.
Oh, yeah, that was a hell of a play by Tanev too. And again, if the whistle's not blown, I don't understand. Listen, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. The whistle's not blown if I'm Tanev, I'm hacking away. However, if I'm Columbus, I'm defending my goalie. I'm gonna go in there and talk a little shit. I will not be surprised if Tanev gets into a fight tonight.
Oh, 100%. Another one of our good friends, NC Hockey Guys, saying, let's go Kraken. My score prediction for this game is Kraken winning 3-1.
NZ Hockey Guy. He this is my third live watch along, but he's been on the previous two. We appreciate you. I predicted the Kraken to win 3-2 tonight, so I'm with you, man. Release the Kraken. Let's go.
Yeah, and NZ, hope you're doing well, my friend. How are you? Thank you so much for coming on and spending some time on your Saturday night. This is also a really lame joke. Why don't the Devils?
I think he's in New Zealand, man. I think it's like Sunday afternoon there.
What is this? What even is this? I don't. Why did the Devils drink tea? Because the Canadians Red Wings have what? What does it mean? First of all, the Devils beat the Red Wings in '95 to win the Cup. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea. And then he goes, no, this was great. Then he goes, never mind. And then he realized because he realized that didn't make any sense.
It made no sense whatsoever. Oh my God, this is you can't write anything better than this.
Exactly. And then James saying Kelly McCrimmon runs Vegas, but that team is not the same when Vegas and the Jets meet for the Western Final in 17-18. I gotta say, by the way, that that first year when Vegas came into the league and they played in the Western Conference Finals against Winnipeg, what I loved was that in Winnipeg, whoever was singing the national anthem, she basically made the crowd then sing it basically to the let the crowd sing the national anthem. She stopped singing and just let the crowd take care of it, and I think that's so cool. And really cool. The Winnipeg really whiteout is really a sight to behold. It was very, very cool.
Wait. Sorry, I don't know this. What do they do in Winnipeg? They do a whiteout?
They do basically. They all wear white shirts. It's just completely white, so it's like a whiteout basically.
Oh, so
you can just look it up. You can look it up, and it says
does every year. Winnipeg.
Yeah,
whiteout.
If you just look up Winnipeg. Yeah, look up Winnipeg whiteout, and you'll see like what the crowds look like.
Okay, cool. That sounds fucking awesome. Also, the Kraken should do that. Why would the Kraken not do that? They have the colors for it and the fan base.
The Lion of Tribe of Judah. Canes are dominating the Oilers. That is what we've been told. What is going on? What do you call 5 New Jersey Devils players standing ear to ear? A win to what?
What do you call 5 New Jersey Devils players standing ear to ear? This is awesome.
And then Jacob, my jokes are not lame. You just don't have humor. What? What?
That sounds like something Michael Scott would say. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Prison Mike.
Prison exactly.
Mike. You got caught. Prison Mike. But can someone explain to me what Bally Sports is? Because I have no idea what I'm looking at.
Bally Sports. I think that's a regional thing. I am looking at a commercial.
It's a regional. No, it is a regional thing because I see a lot of teams using it, but it's interesting. But we're coming back from commercial break at any moment now. Is Sean Corrali, the former? Wait, wasn't he on the Bruins? Oh, he was on the Bruins. What the hell? How did he get to Columbus? Oh, it shows you how much I know. But face-off will be to the right of Philip Grubauer here. Yep. So we're about 8 minutes into the period. That shot just goes wide of the net. Oh, geez, Jacob. All right, Jacob. Enough. Why do people like driving a car with a Devils fan? Because you could park in the handicap. That doesn't make any sense. That's not a joke. That's just weird. How is it funny? I'm only laughing because
where are you getting these? Badhockeyjokes.com.
This isn't even a hockey joke. I think it's just. He just looked up like lamest jokes ever, and then just put Devils wherever the other part is. I don't understand what's going on here. I think Jacob's gonna like despise me by the end of this stream. He's just gonna despise me.
No, it's a love-hate thing for sure.
No, because now he follows me on TikTok. Now he's gonna like send me jokes on TikTok to piss me off. But right now, Columbus with an opportunity here is a wrist shot, and he scores. It's the captain, Oliver Bjorkstrand, going far. I think it was near a short side on Philip Grubauer. And with 11:47 to go in the second period, it's the Blue Jackets that strike first.
Oh, I feel like Gruby should have had that one.
Let's see this again. Oh, he went far side, and Grubauer, I think, was expecting short side, and he went from his left to his right, and Bjorkstrand just went top shelf. Bjorkstrand getting his 9th goal of the season. That comes at the 8:13 mark of the period.
Yeah. Fuck.
Why do we keep
Okay,
talking
all
about the
good.
Devils, Andrew? GM and the head coach will be gone. No, we keep the general manager. The head coach is the problem. There's an opportunity here for the Jackets and a great save as Hoffman was all alone in front and the Jackets nearly struck again.
Hey, Bjorkstrand's one goal away from 200 on the career. That was goal 199. That's a
So
nice little stat there.
we might get a little bit of a milestone here tonight.
That is a freaking great save, by the way. Like he definitely came
big
back
time
immediately. Yes.
He waited him out. Basically, what Grubauer did, he didn't react first. He waited for Hoffman to make a move, and then he stuck out the pads. That was good.
Yeah,
that was good. And then Jacob says, "I already do." So there you go. So I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting. James is not happy, as you can tell. He's not happy that the Blue Jackets scored first. I will say though, the Blue Jackets.
A lot of hockey left. It's fine.
There's a lot of hockey left. And I want everyone to understand this. Right now, the shots are 17-13 in favor of Seattle. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to be a hot take, but I will say this. Shots on goal, in my opinion, mean absolutely 100% nothing because you could have 50 shots on goal, but if they're just easy saves and point-blank shots that the goaltender can see, it's not much. It's about taking advantage of the opportunities and creating really good high-scoring chances and delivering on them. And that was the case right there for Bjorkstrand. He was wide open on the right side. He saw the opening on the far glove side of Grubauer, and he scored. And that was basically it.
Yeah, no, I agree. And you know what? The Kraken on Thursday, when they played Winnipeg, they had a decent amount of shots on net. And I didn't think any of them were quality. I mean, I'm being
How is that offsides? As Jared McCann was going to be on a partial run in there, but they called offsides. That was a bad break for Seattle.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Jared McCann, they actually, I saw that the media interviewed Jared McCann when Seattle played Pittsburgh, and they asked him if he felt like upset that Pittsburgh didn't keep him, and he was like, "No, they just didn't want me.
They didn't want me, and I'm a Kraken." And I was like, "Oh my god, Jared McCann, revenge game." Just kidding, 7-1 loss.
I saw that. Yeah,
what happened? God, but no, I thought his quote was perfect, and honestly, I think that's how he really feels. Like, if they wanted me, oh, here we go. We got 2-on-1.
Now a 2-on-1 opportunity for Seattle here, and a shot, and that one goes right into the breadbasket of Merce Leakins.
They're not, but that's not a good. But okay, listen,
no, he should have passed that. He had him open.
Oh my god!
So that was Jaden Schwartz, and who was on the other?
You had a wide open lane to pass it there, and McCann had a great look on net, and he waited so long, and then he fires it honestly, right into the gut.
No, but when I look at that replay, the defenseman was expecting the pass, so I think Schwartz made the right decision to shoot it. I just think he should have tried to elevate that puck. But Joey, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Where they get a good opportunity, but the shot goes right into he shoots it right at his chest.
Right at his chest.
Of course, he makes the save.
Right into his chest. If I were
now an opportunity for Columbus, that shot is stopped by Grubauer as Bjorkstrand was looking for goal number 200 in his second of the night, right there. But Columbus still has it in the zone. His forward check. I think that's forward check.
Get it out of your zone, boys. What are you doing?
Jenner trying to make a pass out in front to Hoffman, and that was broken up by Seattle. Now over to, I have no idea who number 2 is. Is that shot goes wide of the net?
Yeah.
Got a couple of other comments here. Another Jacob joke. What does a New Jersey Devils fan do when his team won the Stanley Cup? He turns off the PS3? What? What?
This is hilarious. Hey, Edmonton scored. The next comment from Andrew, keeping us
so Andrew saying,
what's going on?
2-1 as Edmonton is come back. It's a shot there as it hit the post.
Oh my god, Groovy with
Columbus goes
saves.
Wide.
Holy shit. Groovy just had back-to-back saves on opposite sides of the net there. Holy shit. And they got another break. Oh my god.
Oh, as he tried to feed it over to a streaking Voracek, but the pass was broken up by Adam Larson. But if you're Seattle, obviously you're a little bit frustrated, but you got to keep playing the way you've been playing. Honestly, they're not getting outplayed. If anything, they've been the better team in this game.
I agree. But at some point, like you said, when you have an opportunity, you have to put a quality shot on the net. Firing it directly into the freaking chest plate of the opposing goaltender is not exactly a oh my
And a
god.
shot there is deflected by Roslovic off a shot from Max Domi and into the back of the net. And the Blue Jackets have scored again. It's now 2-0.
All right, well, my prediction was 3-2 Kraken, so if
So
I'm to be
Max
right, they're
Domi.
going to score 3 in a freaking row.
So it started with Domi tried to make a pass over to Roslovic. It got blocked, but it went right back to Domi. And then he just made a really good pass. And I think he meant to make that pass as Roslovic was streaking right to the front of the net. And he just got enough of the stick on there to tap it in. And Roslovic, his 5th goal of the year, coming at the 11:40 mark of the period. And just like that, it's now 2-0 Columbus.
Yeah.
Joey, does
like
David Hackstall need to call a timeout here? Is this timeout time?
Okay, probably unpopular opinion. I don't think so. I'm upset, but I just up until the last 2 minutes, the Kraken, I thought, like you said, we're outplaying Columbus. There's still a lot of time left, but now this is do or die time. Like, what is the team made of? Are they going to respond? And they got to score a goal here. You cannot go into the third down 2-0, if not more. And,
it's not the worst thing in the world, but you'd rather be down only 2-1 than 2-0.
Yes, I agree.
Pass in front there by Columbus, but that is stopped and covered by Grubauer.
Yes.
As the Jackets nearly struck again, but goals by Bjorkstrand and Jack Roslovic have given the Columbus Blue Jackets a 2-0 lead here. And while we have a break in the action, we are going to get another quick word from our sponsors. So as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and all the watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Use our promo code down below when you sign up, THPN. Again, we are doing a live watch along between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Seattle Kraken. My name is Neil Villapiano. I'm the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast, which covers the New Jersey Devils. Joey?
And I am Joey Cirillo. I am a co-host of What Lies Beneath the Seattle Kraken podcast, and you can find us on Twitter and Facebook at Kraken Pod.
So let's get to some other comments here while we still have a little bit of a break. Jacob asking, would you rather lame jokes about the Kraken? You got to ask James about that. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, wouldn't bother me any. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent. I'm numb to it at this point.
James saying Jordan Eberle, he needs to do what he was doing in the Islanders team: speed, scoring, and assists.
So he leads the Kraken in points, and he actually was doing really well. But then he got injured on the road trip, and he just got back, and I think he's still trying to kind of get up to game speed. But I agree with you. But yeah, I mean, he's aside from that, like he's done his job.
Yeah, and he's also saying Seattle needs to get some greasy goals. I mean, it seems like that's the only way they're going to get through to Elvis Merzlikins, because when it's point-blank shots like Seattle has put, he's making those saves.
Yeah, and also like the shots are not quality shots. Like I mean, they're making it real easy for him. So yeah.
And then Jacob saying, "What is the difference between a New Jersey Devils fan and a pothole? I would swerve to avoid the pothole." Jesus. Well, okay, that one. All right. That one, okay. That one,
that was a good one.
That one made. But see, that one made sense. That one I got, and that one was like, okay.
Yes. That was a good
Andrew saying Seattle is the favorite. Well, right now it's not looking so good.
Yeah. Oh, it's not good. But we have a little bit. We have a little bit of a move here. We'll see.
NZ Giving you some positivity, Joey said there's still enough time for Kraken to bounce back. Anything can happen in hockey. Absolutely.
There's lots of time, and they're getting plenty of shots on net. Get a quality shot and cut the lead in half and get the momentum back, and now we're talking.
James agrees. They need to put pressure on the Blue Jackets. Yes, they do. And then the Lion of Tribe of Judah saying Canes are relentlessly attacking the Oilers. Their defense is great. You're saying the Oilers' defense is great? That's a strong statement. I'm skeptical, but all right. As we just had a funny moment as Bjorkstrand accidentally dumped the puck into his own bench and nearly hit his head coach in the head, and they're all having a laugh about it on the bench. So
that should be. Is that a purple Kraken sweater? What the hell was that?
There's a purple crack. Oh, I want to see.
I'm also colorblind, like legitimately. So I don't know if I'm seeing the right colors 99% of the time of my life.
Appreciate NZ with this. Hit that thumbs up button. Yeah, please, guys, hit that thumbs up button if you like what you see here. It helps out tremendously. Also, make sure to subscribe and punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new content that we share here. As a shot there by McCann just flutters into the net. And the Seattle Kraken with 6:14 to go in the period.
There's the greasy goal, James. There's the greasy goal.
They cut the deficit in half. It's now 2-1. And McCann, honestly, with the way McCann has played in this game, I think he earned that goal. I think he deserved it.
He did, but look at
this was a weird goal. Let's look at it again.
Goal. It like fluttered. I mean, it like just.
So it comes right to McCann. I have no. What?
I don't know how that went in.
Weird. Let's see it again. Slow motion. It looked like it hit. It might have hit a Blue Jacket's chest and gone in. That might be what it was. But Jared McCann
they scored 2 more goals in a row. My 3-2 prediction is there. I'm just saying.
Jared McCann's 11th goal of the year comes at the 13:46 mark of the period, and now Seattle has life as they've cut the deficit in half. But Columbus has an opportunity right away, but it gets poke-checked away before Domi can get to it.
Yeah.
Jacob saying, okay, I'll stop. My Red Bulls are kicking in. Well, energy drinks aren't good anyway, so should stop that.
Don't drink energy drinks. I drink
coffee.
Drink wine. Oh, there you go.
I'll drink wine. Drink wine. Oh, wait, Joey drinks wine too? Oh, my God, wait. I feel bad that I don't have any wine on me. So, Joey, I don't know if you know this, but I'll watch-alongs and everything I do, like whenever we do live stuff, when I joined the network, I started drinking wine because everybody else was drinking beer. And my family, we make our own wine every year.
Oh, what? That's awesome.
So, I probably should get a glass.
Wait, does your family have your own vineyard, or is this like a
No, we make it in my parents' basement.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
We get our grapes from California, and then we crush them. And no, we don't step on them. We use a press because we're not weird.
Yeah.
We're not white. I'm just gonna say we're not white.
For the past two watch-alongs, I've drank and probably kind of heavily, and for this one, because of the computer issues, I have not been drinking. But I poured 1 glass of wine, so this is a very mellow watch-along.
Very nice. Probably in the next break, I'll try to go get some so I can join you on this. But James saying, come to Winnipeg. We have lots of potholes. I don't doubt that. NZ's pretty pumped up. He says, way to go. Josh, Kraken back in it. Yes, they are back in it.
Yes, we are, baby. Let's fucking go.
James saying, great goal. I don't know if that was a great goal, but it was a goal nonetheless.
Of course, that shot. Oh, my God.
As Winberg with a shot that goes wide of the net.
Come on, Wenny.
Good opportunity there.
Circle back, kick it out.
Seattle's keeping it in.
Oh, man, they're making me nervous because they had the potential here to tie it up. They won it. And of course, that goal went in out of all the shots they put on net. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. I'll take it.
My brother, who is right in this room, asked me permission to speak freely. Yes, Jeff?
Devils are a poverty franchise.
Can we stop talking about the Devils? Go away. All right? I'm getting bashed on here, and I don't need you to bash me anymore.
Hear Neil's brother just now.
All right, great.
The quote
I knew
off
that.
Camera was the Devils are a poverty franchise. End quote. So, so he's getting
Josh
it
is on here.
He's getting it from his family.
Here's the thing, Josh is on here, right? And he asked me earlier in the week. He goes, do you want to do the Devils game against the Islanders? And I was like, I can't. I won't be available. And he's like, all right, well, can you do the Kraken Blue Jackets game. I'm like, great. And I'm like, and now I'm thinking, I'm really glad I didn't do the Devils game because I would have been pissed and angry.
It also makes for great content, though. Granted, it would be
Oh,
you online for
you want
3.5
great
hours
content?
getting trolled.
You want great content? Go watch the replay of the watch long I did between the Winnipeg Jets and the Devils, and go to the end of the third period and watch.
Oh no,
That's all you need to know.
I'm scared. Okay.
That's how mad I got. And
Okay.
and honestly, there are people in here that know what I'm talking about. Were here when I did that, and they know how great it was. Andrew saying, "Let's go Kraken." James, that's a greasy
You
goal.
called it, James. You said we need a greasy goal. That's about as greasy as you can get.
And then Andrew saying, red or white, Joey?
So
That's
I'm
white,
actually,
right?
I'm actually drinking white, but I am a red wine drinker over white. But I'm out of red at the house, and I haven't had time of day to grab some. So beggars can't be choosers. So cheers,
Jacob. If you keep doing this, I'm putting you in timeout. I'm going to put you in timeout if you keep this up. Devils are like most teams, backup goalie. Most times they suck. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you, Jacob. And by the way, Jacob, how long have you been a Golden Knights fan? Like, honestly, how long have you been a Golden Knights fan? Just wondering. James saying Seattle needs to stay hungry, hit them with every time the Blue Jackets have the puck. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. As long as you don't take a penalty.
I like that strategy.
As a wrist shot there from the point just goes wide and Mark Giordano with the puck.
It's good to have Gio back.
Now the question is, will Giordano finish the season as a Kraken? I don't know.
I don't think he will. I think he goes back to Calgary, honestly.
Calgary would definitely do that.
No, I mean that's why I've been reading that trade rumors that he's top 5 across the league right now in terms of players who are rumored to be going elsewhere. From what I have read, he has interest in going back to Calgary. Calgary would like to take him back. The issue is they have about $500,000 in cap space, and he's got a hefty contract, so they're going to have to involve another team and figure it out.
100% here, as we have about 3.5 minutes to go here in this second period. Honestly, Joey, this game for the most part has been flying by. I don't know if you would agree. As a shot there by Seattle just goes wide. I think that was Adam Larson who had that opportunity, but yeah. Seattle is coming on strong here.
Oh, how do you give the freaking puck?
But now a breakaway opportunity for Domi. He comes in and he scores! Max Domi on a breakaway beats Philip Grubauer.
Did you see that freaking turnover? Come on,
and the Blue Jackets are able to respond and regain the 2-goal lead. It's now 3-1 as Roslovic with a long pass to Domi. He's staying on side, went right up the center of the ice, and he beat Grubauer low glove side. That probably, I think Grubauer should have had that one. I could be wrong. I mean, it was a breakaway.
It was a breakaway because they put him in. I mean, listen, should Gruby have had that? Maybe. It was also a breakaway. As soon as that turnover happened, I'm like, oh no, because I saw the guy streaking up the ice. It was a horrible turnover. The Kraken were in control of the puck there. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. God, that's so upsetting.
That was definitely some bad defense there. And Max Domi getting just his 5th goal of the season, and the Jackets regain a 2-goal lead. And if you're Seattle, you got to find a way within these final 3 minutes here to get at least one back as a Jacket player was tripped, and I'm surprised there was no penalty there.
See, I thought he went down on his own, and then the Kraken skater came up behind him afterwards.
I think your stream is a couple seconds in front of mine because I think you were already groaning about the goal given up by Domi before I even said anything. Because you were like, "Oh, what was that?" And then they scored. So
yeah.
But it's all good. It's all good. Andrew saying, Joey, I'm a white wine guy, but I like red wine. I mean,
Same.
I like both.
I like both. I'm the inverse, but you know what? Like I said, beggars can't be choosers, and I have my wine, so I'm all good.
And then, we keep talking about why Jets picked up Comrie from New Jersey when the Devils picked up Comrie from Winnipeg because Eric Comrie gets put on waivers more than any other hockey player in the world, and the Jets love him for some reason. I mean, Comrie is 1-0 as a Devils goaltender, so I like him. But now an opportunity here for Ryan Donato, and that
of course
pass.
They do nothing with it. Come on.
We have another comment here. Jay Hey 514 saying CBJ. So we got another Blue Jackets fan in the house. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. Opportunity there in front of the net, and it was stopped by Merzlikins, and now Columbus coming the other way. Number 34 drops off to his D partner, and that one gets blocked. James saying, I hate Domi. But then you have Jacob who says, Max Domi, let's go.
Quite the contrast here in the chat.
This is great. Andrew saying, pull the goalie out by now.
Dude, the best part about that comment, Andrew, is that, and I'm not sure if you're a Kraken fan, or just whatever, but regardless, it's funny because Haxtell has already been known for, in his very early tenure, for being head coach of the Kraken, for pulling the goalie way too early. So it'd be fucking hilarious. Like with a minute left in the second, he's like, fuck it, Groovy comes out of net, we're doing this. Like I would be like, you know what? I'm not surprised at this point. It is what it is.
Andrew says he is a Kraken fan. So there you go.
Yeah.
So there you go. So he understands. He understands what you're talking about. But here we got 40 seconds to go here in the second period. We had no goals, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, in the first period. We've had 4 in this second period. So I was wondering if things were going to pick up in the second, and things have certainly picked up. And now a 2-on-1 opportunity here as a shot there by Bjorkstrand, and it's down the back of the net. And I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Bjorkstrand. It might have been Domi. But either way, it's another Blue Jacket goal.
What the hell is going on?
4-1, and I believe it is going to be. I have no idea that the camera on the Jacket stream is showing Bjorkstrand, and if it is, that's his 200.
I thought there was a penalty on the play right there.
Oh, it is Domi.
How is that not a penalty? Am I
it went through the legs.
Oh my God.
It went through the legs of Grubauer, and then Domi on the other side was able to get over there, pick up the loose garbage, and whack it in. Domi getting his 6th of the year, his second goal of the game, second of the period, as he scores with 25.4 to go here in this second period. And then you got, but then I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm kind of my prediction so far is looking good. I said 4-1 Columbus, so I just need.
You did say 4-1.
So I need no more goals as an opportunity for Giordano with a shot, and that one is fought off by.
And that's the best puck movement I've seen to set up a shot on net for the entire game. I mean, that was it right there. That's what you want to see.
And then Max Domi shows up the next 12. He will be a no-show. Well, he's dominating this game. Hockey is the greatest sport in the world. It can be the cruelest game. Both of those statements are very, very true.
All I know is pain. All I feel is pain.
Ty Domi is okay. I don't think he's
Domi just
more
scored,
than okay in this game.
Yeah. So I don't know what to say, but he's.
And then Jacob being the master troller he is, saying, told you the Kraken suckers. One last opportunity by Seattle goes wide. And that is going to do it for the second period of play, as we had 5 goals in the second period after we had none in the first. And when the dust settled, it's now 4-1 Columbus after 40 minutes of play. Joey, your thoughts?
This got out of hand very quickly. And it's amazing how one or two little plays here or there can lead to, some goals, from the opponent. And, I don't know. It's frustrating because I see it as it's happening. There's one there that, Gruby maybe should have had, but when the team is consistently putting him in a bad position, stupid turnovers or getting careless with the puck or a combination of the two. And, the next thing you know, it goes from a tie game to a 4-1, you're down 4-1. And also what I noticed was at the end of the first period, the Kraken had almost double of the shots on net that Columbus had. And now I believe Columbus has just one less, but yet they're up 4-1. So I don't know. At the end of the first period, I said, who's going to want it more? And it looks like Columbus wants it more, and that we were in for a second period. And, 5 goals is a hell of a second period.
5 goals is a hell of a second period. And let's get to some other comments here. James saying, Ty Domi played for the Jets years ago. Yes, Ty Domi did. My dad despises Ty Domi with every bone in his body. And Andrew saying it's so over. Nothing is over until
The
there's
fat
no
lady
more
sings,
time left.
baby. Yeah. Or,
So we'll see.
whatever.
James obviously showing us the pleasure. Danelle is finally here. He just got home. What's going on, Danelle? Thank you
Danelle,
so
what's up,
much, my
brother?
friend, for coming in. And then James saying they need a timeout. Well, they get an 18-minute timeout.
Yeah.
They get an intermission break.
Yeah.
But and then Danelle saying, "Hey, man, we're still talking about this. Yeah, believe me, I didn't see the Devils Islanders game. Just highlight. No, just don't watch it at all. No, you
Nope.
just don't want to. It makes me sick. It makes me sad. Both Joey and I are dealing with a lot of pain today. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
man.
dealing with
Like
a lot of
I'm
pain.
drinking wine. Neil is probably gonna have to grab a glass between the trolling and everything else that's going
I'm
on.
gonna
We're
probably, yeah,
struggling
I'm
over
probably,
here. We're struggling.
yeah, absolutely. And then Andrew saying, Neil don't like to talk about the Devils, just not tonight. I love talking about those, just not tonight. All right,
Yeah.
I wanted to. I feel bad for my friend Joey, okay, because they're losing 4-1. Nobody's happy except maybe, I don't know, maybe Jacob.
Yeah,
Probably
no,
he's the only
Jacob's
one.
loving this shit. Yeah, yeah.
Jacob's loving this,
Loving
but
it.
I'm
Yeah, he's
going
loving it.
to step away for a moment. So I'm going to remove myself
No,
from the street.
let's take a break too. I want to step away from a moment as well,
But yeah,
and
so
we can come back.
we'll take a quick break and we'll get another word from our sponsors. Once again, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and all the watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Make sure to use our promo code down in the bottom right corner when you sign up, THPN. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here for the second intermission. Joey will be back in just a moment. I have returned, and yes, for anybody who's wondering, I did finally get a glass of wine. So, you guys know I have a glass of wine. My family, the Villa Piano homemade wine. I have it for every live watch along that I do. So I made sure to get myself one before it's all said and done, and I'll have my first sip right now. That is very, very good. Very good. Max Domi with 2 goals and an assist in that period as the Columbus Blue Jackets lead 4-1 over the Seattle Kraken after 2 periods of play. So let's get to some other comments here. And Jacob saying, I'm very happy to do more late games as Joey has just returned. So there we go. I'm very happy to do more late games. We appreciate Jacob, man. Look, at the end of the day, we do bash you up, but we really do appreciate all the banter and you coming on and talking with us, man. It's great. It's absolutely great. And then Andrew saying, Jacob, cool it or you'll be banned on here. No, we're not going to ban anybody, okay? We're not going to ban anybody.
It would take an extreme circumstance to
You'd have to
ban.
really,
like you would have to
really,
like legitimately be saying some shit that you shouldn't be saying.
No,
this is all fun and games, man. If anything, let's get some more Jacobs in here. Let's get the chat really going because now we're going to be having some fun with it. So.
Yeah, no, I got you. And then Danelle saying, for local sports in the tri-state area, because Danelle and I are from the tri-state area, the NYCFC won the title today for Major League Soccer. Not a big soccer fan, but congrats to them, though. I'm a New York Red Bulls fan, so I don't really care about NYCFC, but good for them winning that. And then Jacob saying, I got to make it fun here. Funny late night vibes. Hey, man, we're having more fun than people have on us than Saturday Night Live. So this is more entertaining than watching Saturday Night Live anyway. So, we're just having two buds. So, Joey, you mentioned before that you're a big fan of a lot of sports, a lot of professional sports. So we know, obviously, you're a big Seattle Kraken fan. Let the folks at home know what other teams you are a fan of so we can get to know you a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm a Seattle everything diehard. So again, I was born and raised in Washington State. So the Mariners, the Seahawks, and then the Sonics, rest in peace. I still follow the NBA relatively close, but admittedly, when the Sonics were sold and moved to Oklahoma City, I kind of fell off from being I won't say a diehard NBA fan, but I was definitely a lifer Sonics fan. So I follow that sport, but I don't have a team to root for. And that is why, honestly, the Kraken have been so great because, prior to moving down to New Orleans, I actually lived in Colorado for nearly a decade. I went to college out there. I lived in Denver for 3 to 4 years. So, and I also spent time there when I was a kid. So I had like a loose affiliation to the Avs, but I never could adopt them as my team because, again, I'm a Seattle diehard everything. So I never really had a way to really get into the NHL. So that's why this year has been really exciting. So, yeah, man, to answer, the most roundabout way of answering your question, Mariners, Seahawks, and Kraken. And yeah, those are my teams. And until the day that I die, for better or for worse, and a lot of times it's for worse.
Love to hear it, man. Love to hear it. Andrew is saying he's a Whitecaps FC fan. That's pretty cool, man. The Vancouver Whitecaps. Stephen Landry came in with a comment. What's up, Stephen? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Says, ever hear of the Ewing theory? ? Calgary lost their captain of last year, and everyone expected them to fall off. They're first in the Pacific. Kraken lost our captain for several games and went on a run. So I'm assuming you're saying that maybe it's more from the on-ice perspective.
Addition by subtraction. No,
addition by subtraction.
So to answer,
sometimes that happens. Sometimes that legitimately happens.
I agree, and honestly, Stephen, and I'm glad that you brought this up. This is a really good point because this is something that was briefly touched on in our last podcast episode, and is certainly going to be touched on in our podcast episode coming up. But long story short, the Kraken towards the end of the road games that they had, they were really injured. Obviously, Giordano was out, Eberle was out, Schwartz was out, and a couple of other guys. Drieger randomly went out. They had to call up Joey Decourt from the Charlotte Checkers. The Kraken were without like 5 of their starters, but like you alluded to, they kind of went on a little bit of a heater and they were looking really good. And now all of a sudden you have these guys that are back and they're skating with the team. And it's like they can't figure it out. And a part of me wants to kind of challenge Haxtell on it because the way I view it is if these guys were developing chemistry and starting to figure out, how to skate together and the lines were working, you can't just go back to the lines that you had before. You have to kind of figure that situation out. So the Ewing theory here could very well be true, but also I think it's a line thing too. Like, the lines were gelling and all of a sudden you kind of break them up and go back to what you were doing before. Now things are kind of discombobulated and they're not playing to the level that I think the Kraken are capable of playing to. So,
yeah, no, you nailed it right on the head. By the way, the reason I was laughing just a second ago is that on the Blue Jackets intermission report, they have this promo where if the Blue Jackets score a goal in the second period, you get free fries from Arby's in any Arby's in the Columbus, Ohio area. So
I hope they do score another goal so everyone in Columbus can go to Arby's and get fucking heart disease because this game is bullshit. I don't actually wish heart disease on people. But what I'm saying is, like, What kind of it's 2021 and you guys are doing Arby's giveaway deals so you can go there? Like, first off, the fact that Arby's still exists is ridiculous. Come on, man. Like,
they do have the meats, though.
They do have the meats. Like,
Absolutely.
I haven't been to Arby's since college, and even then I was like, "This is a bad idea."
I don't even eat fast food anymore. I think it's lame.
Well,
If I eat fast food, I'm a Five Guys type of person.
Man, dude, but you can't beat Five Guys because when you order a burger and fries and they hand you like a 6-pound bag that's dripping with grease and you open it up and
you also get the free peanuts.
And the peanut,
free peanuts.
Yeah, that's the most New Jersey thing I've seen you do. I feel like I'm like,
oh, dude, when I get very mad, I start using the hands. It's what I do. Let's get some other comments here. Danelle saying, since you are a Red Bulls fan, did you know that they were the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars? Yes, I did know that, Danelle. They were the Metro Stars for a long time. I kind of wish that they would go back to that, but obviously when Red Bull buys your team, you got to rebrand and all that stuff. But, I would love to see it. Oh, this is a good question. Oh, Jesus. What fan base is the most toxic fan base?
You can answer this better than I can, so please. I think let's start off with hockey. So
let's start with hockey?
Educate me, yes.
Hockey fan base, probably Toronto. Toronto.
But can you? Okay, so as somebody that's been actively watching hockey for 2 months, can you please explain that to me? Because here's the thing: when I come across, and a lot of it's Canadians, but when I come across, let's just say Canadians in general or fans of the NHL, either goes two ways. I love the Maple Leafs or fuck that team. Why is that?
Because the Maple Leafs have arguably the biggest hockey fan base in the NHL, and they constantly have this attitude of they deserve to win a cup, that it's unfair that they haven't been able to do it, that they're like the Dallas Cowboys, that every year they think this is the year, and when things don't go well, they're incredibly pessimistic. They want everybody fired. They want to jump off buildings, all that stuff. So for all of those reasons, that's why they're considered toxic. By the way, Andrew said that for the Vancouver Whitecaps was for another Seattle team. Well, they have the Seattle Sounders.
Yeah, we have the Sounders. Yeah,
Whitecaps playing Vancouver.
I root for the Sound, and I root for the Sounders. So sorry. Andrew.
Yeah. So I would say with that, and then baseball, probably the Yankees or the Mets.
Oh, see, here's. Okay, so I hate the Yankees as a fans. Yeah,
with the Yankee fans, it's like, and I'm a Yankee fan, so like I'm just playing this. The Yankee fans, like, it's the whole thing of like, oh, we're the Yankees, we need to spend all this money and all that stuff, blah blah blah, and like we haven't won a championship in over a decade. It's like, okay, go cry in a river. And then you got. By the way, the Flyers won their second consecutive game as they beat the Coyotes 5-3. But then again, it is the Coyotes.
It is the Coyotes. But they did beat the Vegas Golden Knights. Suck it, Jacob.
So you got that. But yeah, and then with the Mets, oh God, with the Mets, it's hilarious because every year they think like this is going to be the year they're finally going to turn it around, and then it just like by the time we hit June, it's already over.
The Mets haven't been relevant since the Subway Series, and that's not a knock on the Mets. Because
they did go to the World Series in 2015. So
oh my God, you're right, they did.
And you didn't even they lost in 5 games. So again,
but that's why it was a throwaway for me. But listen, that's not even me trashing Nets, because the reality is I know for a matter of fact that if I were from that area and I had to choose between Yankees or Mets growing up, I'm a Mets fan all the way. Fuck the 100%. Yankees. Like I can never root for the Yankees. No.
Yeah, I understand that. No, I totally get that. And then in football, I mean, do I have to say it? I mean, it's obvious.
You already said Giants.
I didn't say that. Toxic fan base?
Oh, toxic. Yeah, it's the Cowboys.
No, Cowboys. And then in the NBA, it's the New York Knicks, and it's not even close. It's not. Go look up Side Talk NYC, and you tell me if that's not the most toxic fan base on the planet.
The weird part about the Knicks is, and I do agree with the fan base comment, but the weird part about the Knicks is that I actually root for the Knicks to be good, because I firmly believe that the Knicks being good is good for the NBA. I firmly believe that.
I can understand that, yeah.
Because I want Madison Square Garden to be Madison Square Garden. Like that, that's why I root. Like, I don't root for them to win championships, but I root for them to be competitive and to be good, because I want I want that fan base to be ignited for a good cause and for the Knicks to be relevant. So I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So those are some of the fan base. We have a lot of comments here that we need to
I'm loving this conversation, man. Let's keep
catch
it
up
rolling.
on. Yeah, this is great. So the Ewing theory is the Knicks went on a run after Ewing left. They did. They went to the NBA Finals in 1999. Maybe Gio isn't the leader we thought. Maybe he's the leader in the locker room, but maybe because of his age, he's 38 years old,
He's
going
38.
on 39.
And no,
might be the
Steven,
case.
again, I think you're making a great point, man. I mean, I really do. And yeah, I suppose I was applying the Ewing theory, to other players like that were also out during that stretch. But with that being said, it is a possibility. It really is. And I think age could be a part of it, but we have no idea what his presence does in the locker room. With that being said, if they were to trade Giordano tomorrow, as long as the trade I felt like they got some, equivalent talent in return, or at least some prospects that the Kraken could. Would I be upset? No, I wouldn't shed a tear. I'd be happy for him. So it is what it is.
Absolutely. So let's get some other comments here as we're actually about ready to start the third period of our game. My Big Blue plays Sunday for the Grey Cup. Yes, the CFL Grey Cup is tomorrow, Canadian football, between the Winnipeg Blue Bombers and the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Andrew asking, are you watching the Grey Cup tomorrow? I definitely am going to be watching the Grey Cup. That should be a lot of fun.
I don't even know what the hell the Grey Cup is.
It's the Canadian football equivalent to the Super Bowl. Let's put it that way. That's what it is. We got a lot of Canadians in here as well. We got a lot of big Canadian fans. Steven saying, specifically with the Ewing theory is Gio. Calgary lost Gio, and they're great this year. Our defense got much better when he's out. It is a red hot take, I know. But no, I think you
it's
make
not
a very,
red hot.
very good
I don't think it's a
point.
red hot take. I think actually, based off of what we've seen, that's a very plausible thing to talk about. So I'm with you, man. 100%.
Absolutely. And the puck is dropped in Seattle. We're underway for the third period. So we shall see if the Kraken have a comeback in them as they are trailing 4-1 against Columbus as this period gets underway.
It would be the biggest comeback in Kraken franchise history. And I say that on purpose because I think it's funny to be able to tie everything to X would be the first in their history. But, we'll see what happens. Like, let's make it close so the game doesn't end up being 4-1, if not worse. They're on the attack right now. They're cycling the puck really well. And shocker, another good save.
Good shot there by Alexiak is stopped by Mers Leakins. James saying, hockey in Toronto, it's the world, all about them. Exactly. Jacob saying, the NBA is the net. How is it the Nets?
He's trolling. Oh, this is amazing. This
How?
is so funny.
By the way, Bjorkstrand got his 200th career NHL point on that assist on the last goal of that period by Max Domi. So congratulations to
wish it wasn't against the Kraken, but congrats on continuing to kick our ass. Awesome.
What about the Blue Jays up-and-coming team? Yeah, they are very much an up-and-coming team with a lot of talent, especially in the offensive side. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Bo Bichette, I'm forgetting the other guy.
Wait,
Kevin
is Bo
Biggio.
Bichette related to Dante Bichette?
I believe so. That because I know his father played for the Yankees for a little while.
That would be amazing.
So I mean, I'm not surprised. The Blue Jays have a lot of former MLB players' sons. That's kind of how they do things.
And the Blue Jays also took Justin Smoke off of our hands. So thank you for getting rid of that fucking headache.
Yeah, and then Smoke hit 40 home runs, and you could
but then he bats 213. So he's like a power hitting catcher who plays first base.
I like this comment. Danelle saying, enjoying some leftover pepperoni pizza from Little Caesars, pizza, that my coworker left me while I'm watching you guys. I've never had Little Caesars. I definitely would like to try it.
You've never had Little Caesars? Oh, well, you're from the land of pizza, man.
I'm from the land of, we have a brick oven in my house, so we make pizza ourselves and we don't go out.
Between the brick oven and the wine in your basement, I'm about to fucking fly to New Jersey and hang out with you for the rest of the weekend. Dude, what kind of stuff do you have going on over there?
As my father said when he got this house, he said it's a Ginzo's dream. That was his.
Oh my God.
It really is. It's crazy.
If we're on the East Coast, the first person I'm doing is reaching out. The first thing I'm doing is reaching out to you, like, dude. Let's talk pizza and wine. Let's go. Exactly,
and then we'll go to a Devils Kraken game. We'll have a good time.
I'm a big foodie, man. So yeah, we'll figure it out.
But Let's see. Donnell also said, oh, wait, hold on. James said this. Golden State is making a statement this season. They certainly are.
Yeah, they are.
Steph Curry, I believe, did break the three-point record tonight, even though he only had 3 3-pointers. And Golden State lost, which is kind of like the interesting part of it all. They lost to the 76ers tonight.
That'll get lost in the whole.
But now we got a delayed penalty here coming up against the Blue Jackets. So
and the Kraken are cycling.
If I'm the Kraken, I just let the Jackets touch the puck. It's Giordano take a shot. That one gets blocked.
Come on, boys. Come on.
Seattle still has the puck, and then it's finally touched up by Columbus.
Touch up by Columbus. Here we go.
And 2:28 into the third period, the Kraken will get. Is this their first power play of the game?
I want to say it is.
Let me go back to the stats. The stats will tell me.
I want to say it is their first power play of the game, which is so sad. Oh, so
it is their first because Columbus has had 4, and then they got 0. So this will be their first power play of the night. So it's going to be number 53 of Columbus. I don't know who that is on the box.
So my God! Just wide of the net to the almost
shot there. Just goes wide of the net as Joey just put out. The worst fan base in any pro sports: NFL, Cowboys, Eagles, Patriots, Dolphins. Jesus Christ, Dolphins. Lakers and the NBA Lakers, MLB Red Sox, Phillies, and Braves. Jesus. NHL Flyers, Penguins, and Bruins.
I see a lot of Northeast hate. And then
Donnell is from the tri-state area, so he's trying to stay low. It's a shot there by, I believe that was McCann. Just went wide as McCann was looking for a second goal in the night, but he just missed.
They're gonna fire that down. Oh man! All right.
The Lion of Tribe of Judah say, Kraken are not coming back. Nice.
Listen, dude. Hey, the Lion of Tribe of Judah. 1, your name is too long, and I hate saying it out loud. 2, I'm well aware that the Kraken are not probably going to come back, but we're here doing the live watch along. We're doing it for you guys, and I'm still going to maintain a sliver of hope because it's fun. If I were to just be negative, then my night would suck, and it is what it is. So if they come back, great. Do I expect it? No.
Absolutely. Is now Seattle in the zone. Donskoy with a shot, and then one goes in.
There we go. Is that Donskoy finally?
I believe it's Jonas Donskoy. I'm assuming.
Oh no, I think Donskoy had the assist.
Schwartz.
Yeah, I think Donskoy had the apple there. I don't think he scored, but you know what? I'll take it. That was a hell of a goal too. That was a great setup. Is that Giordano that was cycling?
As it looks like it hit Jaden Schwartz and it redirected past Merzlikins. And I think it did.
It did come right off of him, and like you said, it redirected. Does Schwartz get the goal on that? How does that work?
I don't think it. No, actually.
Oh my gosh! It went off of his backside. Like if you look, he jumps and it hits him in the back, and then it goes into the net. So does he get credit for that goal?
I think they're going to give it to Jaden Schwartz. That's his 6th goal of the year at the 342 mark.
Come on,
and all this and folks. The Kraken are back in it a little bit
and they're buzzing, and they are buzzing, and there's 16 minutes left. So here we go.
We got that.
I'm just saying.
So then Lions say the Blue Jackets are cracking them to pieces, and then the Kraken score again!
Oh my God!
And it's Morgan Geeky!
Geek Squad!
And just like that, less than 30 seconds later.
Let's fucking go! Geek Squad,
the Kraken,
baby.
Down 4-1, have now cut the deficit to 1. It's now.
My God.
It's now 4-3.
Look at the Kraken are buzzing. Geek Squad on the breakaway, and he fucking fires it right past him.
Appleton dropped it off the Geeky, and then Geeky went glove side on Merzlikins.
Oh my God.
And Joey, we got ourselves a hockey game here in the third. Wow.
Oh my God. What I would give to hear the sound right now.
Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Habs fan asking how much time left in the third? At the moment,
16 minutes. 16
minutes.
Yes.
16 minutes. So there we go. And then Donnell saying, hey, the Lions finally won their first game last Sunday against the Vikings. And then the Vikings nearly choked away against the Steelers on Thursday. So there you go.
Yes.
And then Jacob is not happy.
Of course. Hey, Jacob is not happy. This is all for entertainment, man. We didn't want to freaking blow out. Look at this, 2 goals in fucking 20 seconds? Let's go.
Oh, dude, that was crazy. Andrew's pumped up. We're coming back. James says good. Got another woo here from Andrew.
Let's go, Andrew. Let's go.
Comeback time.
You're right, James.
Jacob is pissed. Jacob keeps getting more and more pissed.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Geeky hasn't scored in over a month, so he needed that, and that feels good because he's become a fan favorite. Here we go. We got the Kraken on a breakaway too. Oh, they
Kraken
just missed
coming
the
the other
pass.
way, but the pass just missed.
Yeah, it was behind him.
But Jacob is telling
They're
Joey.
buzzing. They are flying.
No, this is a great comment. I like this one. Jacob says to Joey, "Hey, no cussing."
I get
He's
excited.
been cussing this whole time.
I also curse like a sailor because I was a sailor. That's my excuse.
Hey, it's all good. But now the Blue Jackets had a good opportunity just then. But James saying believe. Jacob does not like hearing that. Habs fans say, let's go Kraken.
Let's go Kraken.
Steven saying, oh, Donskoy needs one.
He needed it, man. I can't believe they gave that to freaking Schwartz when all he did was try to jump out of the way and it came off his backside. And they gave him the goal. Unbelievable. And Donskoy, he's been robbed a couple of times. It's gotten to the point where it's comical. I mean, legitimately.
Andrew saying he's out, so he's heading in for the night. All right, Andrew, thank you so much for being on here with us tonight. We really do appreciate all the comments and everything, man.
Andrew,
really do appreciate it.
Andrew's been awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, dude, you come on here all the time and you support us on all these streams. We really do appreciate it. We definitely hope to see you again soon when we do more live watch-alongs. Thank you so much, man. Let's go Kraken. Absolutely. There you go.
Let's go, baby. Let's go Kraken.
Lion of Tribe, Judah saying hockey is unpredictable, but I got the Blue Jacks. All right, well, they're still winning right now, but Seattle definitely has all the momentum.
Yeah, I'm repeating myself, but the boys are buzzing. You can tell that all of a sudden they're energized. The crowd's energized, and this is where home ice plays a big deal. Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Tanev? Who got leveled there?
A big-time hit by Sean Corrali, and I believe that was on Morgan Geeky.
Oh my God.
He lowered the shoulder there. Big-time hit.
Crap. Yeah,
as Grubauer comes flying out of the net.
Grubauer's getting quarter way up to what is he doing? This game's getting crazy.
Yeah, all of a sudden things have picked up as Crowley drops it off to number 50 of the Blue Jackets. He comes to take a shot, and that one is stopped by Grubauer. Goes to the corner. Shots are right now 26-22 in favor of the Kraken, as the Kraken, who were down 4-1 to start this period, are now only down 4-3 with a lot of time left to go here in this one. Danelle asking a question. This has nothing to do with hockey, but have you guys dealt with a Karen before? And you guys know what I'm talking about. I haven't dealt with it. I mean, Danelle, do you mean on a stream have we dealt with a Karen, or
I think he
in
just
real
means
life?
In general, I feel like everyone's dealt with a Karen at some point.
I probably have, but I don't remember. I
don't know,
but I don't really care.
Danelle, I think that the answer is I'm sure I have and just can't remember right now. I'm too engrossed in the game, but yeah.
As the Kraken right now trying to get it back in the zone, and they cannot. Steven asking Joey, at what rate do you cuss? Like you say you curse.
No. He and correct me if I'm wrong on this, Steven, but I think rate is what's referred to as a job in the Navy. So it's a kind of a crazy story. Long story short, I went in to be an MA, which is a Master of Arms, which is, and Steven, if you're asking this, you probably already know, that is the Navy version of military police, because I used to want to work for the federal government. And long story short, I went in to do that job or do that rate. And again, it's a long story. But basically what happened is they were trying to make me do a mandatory signing of an extension of a contract. Like, okay, we're gonna go from 4 years to 6 if you do this rate. I told them to shove it, and they said, well, if you're gonna only do 4 years, then we're gonna knock you down to a bosun's mate. So I said I'd rather do 4 years as a bosun's mate than basically get strong-armed into doing 6 years when I want to do 4. So I ended up doing 4 as a bosun's mate. So it's all good. I ended up actually just being a helmsman most of the time anyways, and which is steering and controlling the ship. And I did 2 deployments to Iraq and Hurricane Katrina relief and all sorts of fun stuff. So there's a very quick answer to that.
So there's a good day. We get a stoppage in play here as our first commercial break of this period, as they just showed a big hit again by Corrali on Geeky. But with 11:11 to go in this third period, Seattle, who was down 4-1 to begin this period, are now only down 4-3. And before we get to any more comments here, we are going to get another quick word from our sponsors. So as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along. Make sure to use our promo code down below when you sign up, THPN. Also, make sure to leave a like on this live watch along. Hit that subscribe button and punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. We are approaching 600 subscribers. Let's try to get there by the end of this year, ladies and gentlemen. We would really do appreciate it. We just reached over 500. Let's get to 600. Share this with your family, friends, anybody, and make sure they subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. So we are about 9 minutes into this third period here, Joey, and the Kraken started this period down 4-1. It's
look
now
at that geeky
4-3.
goal. Oh, I love that. I love the replay of the geeky goal. What a shot. And honestly, like, he has such a snipe. And for him to get that goal again after having scored a goal in over a month, it was really good for him. And again, the boys are buzzing, the team's flying around, and they're really putting pressure on Columbus. Oh my God, they almost had another goal right there. So I really like the energy of the team. The fans are definitely backing them, and all of a sudden we have a game, man. I mean, they scored twice in 20 seconds, so I'm excited.
Yeah, they're definitely rolling right now. Danelle asking us,
Oh no,
how are you guys watching the game? Is the opportunity here for Columbus down the other way, and that shot just goes wide of the net. But Danelle, to answer your question, I'm using ESPN Plus and watching the Blue Jackets broadcast, and I believe Joey is doing the same thing, but watching the Seattle broadcast. So that's how we are watching the game. Jacob's saying Vegas versus Seattle is a good matchup. It was a good matchup in the first game of the year. I did a live watch along for that one, and that was definitely a lot of fun. Jacob saying my mom's a Karen. Well, that's great to know. It's great to know. Danelle saying I mean in public when he talks about meeting Karen. Like I said before, Danelle, I think I probably have. I just don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But this is great. Jacob, Danelle saying to Jacob, really, your mom's a Karen? Have you dealt with a Karen in public or no? I like this. As a shot there by Seattle is stopped and covered by Merzlikins, as that shot was by Giordano.
I like that shot, though, too, because you know what? Why not fire that on the net and just see if you can make something happen there? I really like it. So there's 10 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game, and the Kraken are only down a goal. And
you just answered the Lions question. He asked how many minutes are left.
Didn't even see it. Yeah, didn't even see it.
So about 10:15 to go here in this third period. 4-3 Columbus here against the Seattle Kraken. James saying he just found out what a Karen is, and he's older. He didn't know that saying before. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah. The more you know when you come on here. And
anytime you see somebody acting annoying or quote-unquote basic in public, that is a Karen for you there, James.
Absolutely. And then Steven talking to you before, because you were talking about Ray, he says, nice ET here, just finishing 15 years active on terminal leave right now.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
The last 5 in
so
the
an ET, he's an electronics technician. Dude, way to go. Cool. I mean, you're going to do 5 years in the reserves. I mean, you already know this, but that's nothing. That's going to fly by. And then you're going to get, that pension for the rest of your life, dude. So congrats. You freaking deserve it. And that's awesome, man. You have the whole rest of your life to do whatever the hell you want. So that's awesome.
So we are at 9:56 to go here in the third period. If you're just tuning in, my name is Neil Villapiano. I'm the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast, which covers all things New Jersey Devils here on the Hockey Podcast Network.
Oh, sorry. I was reading the comments here. I got way too excited.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm Joey Cirillo. I'm a co-host of What Lies Beneath, the Seattle Kraken podcast. You can find me on Twitter. You can find us on Twitter at KrakenPod and on Facebook at KrakenPod.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So yeah, this is definitely been impressive. James thanking us before. Yeah, no problem, man. Happy to help. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely impressed with Seattle's resilience here in this third period. They got that power play early on. They scored, and then less than 30 seconds later, Morgan Geekie scores to make it 4-3. And now Columbus is, at this point, Joey, just trying to hang on for dear life.
Yeah, I feel like Columbus is skating on their heels because, the pendulum has completely swung to the other side, which is so – listen, being new to hockey, there's so many things that I find really interesting about a game. And what's interesting to me about hockey is how one little play can completely shift the momentum. I mean, 3 minutes prior to that, we were talking about, well, we hope the Kraken can keep it close. They're down 4-1. It's not looking good. Call it a night. They get a power play. They score on the power play, which they went from literally worst in the league to, kind of mid-tier. And after scoring on the power play, like you just said, Neil, less than 30 seconds later, they kind of, thanks to a great defensive play, Appleton kicks it out, finds Geeky, who snipes it in. And now they're only down by 1, and there's 10 minutes left. So anything can happen in this game. I'm really excited. And I promise you, I mean, this is obvious at this point, but if there's 3 or so minutes left in the game and they're still down 1, Haxel's pulling Grubauer, and they're going all in trying to equalize this thing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And you should.
Right. Danelle asking us, have you guys seen the new Sonic the Hedgehog 2 trailer yet? The trailer looks so awesome. Cannot wait to see the movie. Comes out April 18th.
I have not.
I have not. I have not. Let us know how it is. Let us know how it is, Danelle. I mean, obviously, I would have seen it as a shot there by Werenski. May have gotten to Grubauer, but nonetheless, it doesn't go in. And then an opportunity for Tanev as he goes flying in, trying to get it past.
What he does.
But yeah, Danelle, I have not seen it yet, but I definitely will. Another guy that I've gotten to know here on these live watch is Mr. Fantasy Football, also a Seattle Supersonics fan. He's saying,
say, he's got the Sonics. He's got the Sonics logo as his ad.
Yeah.
I feel like you and I are already bonding over here, dude. Like, I'm a Sonics fan through and through. That's my team, Seattle diehard, everything. So I appreciate you showing up, man. This is freaking awesome.
Dude, we have a lot of guys on here that come for every single stream, and they are phenomenal. So, Mr. Fantasy Football, good to see you as always, my friend. How are you doing, by the way? I hope you're enjoying yourself here, and thank you so much for coming on and watching this game along with us. 8:27 and ticking to go here in the third period.
Come on,
Columbus
boys.
holding on to a 4-3 lead over Seattle.
Yeah, and a nice little stat that just showed up on the screen there with the Kraken having 10 blocked shots to Columbus 7. So, again, the Kraken are really buzzing, but they got to find a way to get another goal here. They're more than capable of doing it, but let's see if they can, find some magic here in the last 8 minutes of the game.
James saying Seattle needs to grind down the Blue Jackets, and they've done that for the most part. I feel like, really, Columbus hasn't done really anything offensively here in this third period. They're kind of just, for the most part, they're just holding on for dear life to try to see if they can get secure the victory here. That's what I've been seeing in this third period.
Yes, this is the equivalent. If you're an NFL fan, this is like when a team starts playing prevent defense, just hoping that they can get the win. That is a trip.
And Marcus Johansson got knocked down. Is there a penalty? It looks like no penalties called there.
Are you kidding me?
Roslovic coming down the other way. He's going to wait for his teammates and just backhand it around the boards.
They didn't call a penalty on that. Are you serious?
I wouldn't have called a trip there. I think I would have just called an interference penalty.
Okay, but
definitely, I think you could have argued that. As a wrist shot there goes into the glove of Grubauer, and he'll cover with 7:14 to go here in the third period.
You just saw the whole crowd at Climate Pledge Arena. Now
you can make an argument for.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You can make an argument for interference there. That you definitely could.
Man.
You definitely could.
But how do you not get that call on home ice? How do you not get that on your own ice?
Danelle saying he's seen a trailer when it was released on Thursday. Watched the first Sonic movie. It was good. That's good. I know I was skeptical, but I know when the memes came out for a while and stuff.
Well, remember the original, the first rendition of the Sonic movie came out, and it was so bad they had to redo the entire thing. And I never actually even saw it, so I hope Sonic 2 is good. I'm sure they learned their lesson.
Oh, they definitely did.
So I'm a pop culture nerd, Danelle, so I'll talk with this.
My brother is sitting to the right of me on the other couch watching this game. Why are you?
Well, dude, when he called the Devils a poverty franchise, I was like, this is fucking hilarious.
Did you call them a poverty franchise? You're an asshole. You're an asshole, bro. I take you to Devils games and you're an asshole.
Yeah, for how much? Like $20, dude?
Yeah, it's a wrist shot there by Giordano. Was stopped by the glove of.
Still active. Let's go, baby. Come on.
Blue Jackets. And Seattle continuing to be active here in this third period. 6:20 to go in this third period. Seattle still looking for that time. Goals. A shot there in front. Gets blocked before it gets to the net.
All right, come on. Circle it back. Shift is coming.
That's great. He just gets up and goes, I'm fucking hungry.
I know. I heard, dude. I trust me. I got food waiting for me. I'm starving. All right, come on, boys.
This is why Isha and Dylan tell me to wear headphones. And I'm like, but people want to hear what goes on in my household while I do live watch-alongs. But
yeah, it's part of the charm. You got to include it in there.
But Danelle has a question for you, Joey. He says, "Hey Joey, since you're a Seattle fan, do you think Russell Wilson will be your QB next season? He might be gone."
As we get
an icing here.
The answer is, I would not be surprised if he was gone, but I would not be surprised if he stayed. And honestly, to me, it's a total coin flip. I'm emotionally prepared to handle both.
That's fair enough. I mean, honestly, as a Giants fan, it's like we don't have an offensive line good enough for Russell Wilson. It's actually worse than what he has in Seattle.
Yeah, you do not. Even though you got Nate Solder from New England, you still managed to get worse.
No, let's not talk about that. Yeah. Let's give it a shot that gets deflected high of the net. And look who's back. Andrew is back.
Andrew had to come back because the Kraken scored 2 freaking goals in like 20 seconds.
Andrew looked at his phone and he said, wait a minute, why is it 4-3 all of a sudden? What did I miss?
You missed out, Andrew. Literally, as soon as you left, you missed out on all the action. Hell of a power play goal. And then maybe 15 seconds later, Appleton finds Geeky on a breakaway and he snipes it in. So it's been a hell of a game. And holy shit, Columbus here is really trying to put this away.
And now Columbus, for the first time in this period, is starting to generate something here as they're trying to get one of those goals back at the pass in front. That shot just goes wide. A good opportunity there as Columbus is looking to try to get that 2-goal lead back. And honestly, with the game being this late, if the Blue Jackets get a goal here, it might be a backbreaker.
Oh my God.
Shot from the point is stopped by Grubauer. Big time save. And it'll go back to center ice as the Blue Jackets will regroup. Rowensky up the center of the ice. Drops it off to
get in there and break it up. What
Nyquist.
the fuck are you guys doing? Get it out of your zone. I don't know what they're doing. Like the Columbus is just like cycling and taking their time. Like this is stressing me out. Like Kraken may be on the attack here. Here we go. Here we go. Set it up.
James asking, New Jersey has now an opportunity here for Seattle. As now up the top to Larson. Passes over defensive partner. Takes a shot. And he scores!
Equalizer! Let's go! It's Brandon Tanev!
I don't believe it!
No! Wait, no. Sorry, it wasn't Tanev. Oh my God, let's go!
It was Vince Dunn, the former St. Louis Blue, and with 4:06 to go, Seattle, who was down 4-1 to start the period, has now tied the game up at 4. Unbelievable!
Oh my God!
What a hockey game!
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness! And guys, look, I promised you we'll get to more of the comments, but this is unreal.
Unbelievable!
Vince Dunn has tied the game up, and we still have 4:06. That goal comes at the 15:54 mark. 3rd goal of the year for the young, talented defenseman.
Let's go! This whole fucking team is buzzing. The crowd is buzzing. Holy shit! This game is tied. You've got to be kidding me.
James saying,
"Oh my God."
New Jersey had Scott Stevens, a wrecking machine of a player, a great player, absolutely. Danelle saying, hey, Neil, I thought you said you were a Raiders fan. I'm a Giants and Raiders fan. I'm allowed to be a fan of both teams.
Yeah, I mean, I get that to an extent.
My uncle played for the Raiders, so I have a reason. So that's fine.
Dude, I'm finding out so many things about you.
And Giordano with a shot. And I'm like, it's blocked. And a rebound try.
Oh, my God.
Save
How did he save that?
On a backhand try by
How did he save that?
But Vince Dunn has tied the game up the net
was wide open. How did he
Oh my goodness.
That?
What a save. So Andrew saying, oh my God.
Neil, if he elevates that puck an inch and a half, he scores.
Oh yeah, it's going in. It's going in.
Oh
but now you got Mr. Fantasy Football.
Fired in there.
Andrew's pumped up. How many minutes left? There's 3:33 to go right now, Lion. There's 3:33 to go. Joshua, Crazy Eyes tied in. Let's go, Kraken. Andrew continued to be pumped up. Fantasy Football's pumped up. Jacob is in shambles right now.
Hold on. I'm getting a tweet out that we
tie it up.
Live. So
all tied up. I'm just trying to get through the comments here.
Yes.
Let's go.
Come join us.
Jacob is pissed as usual. Dunner, as Steven said, Dunner. NZ hockey guy, anything can happen in hockey. Absolutely. Yes. I have Michael Donald saying Duria, and then I don't know what else is going on here. I think
I
he's
don't
so
know.
excited.
I have no words.
He's
about
so
what's
excited
happening.
he just pressed everything on the
He's
keyboard.
like,
Right.
he's like Bruce Almighty. He's like,
Right. James saying, nice. We all believe baby Seattle will win.
yes,
And then
yes.
Andrew saying he'll never leave. He'll never leave us. That's nice. That's
Dude,
awesome.
that I'm pretty sure you just quoted Titanic, and you're still.
I think he
there's
did.
still
Yeah,
trolling going on.
he
I'll
did.
never leave you, Jack.
Josh
Never
was
let
saying
go.
we leading. Well, no, it's tied right now. Nobody's winning right now. But let's say
Yes.
Danelle is taking offense to my brother's comment. How is the Devils a poverty franchise? They were good in the 90s and early 2000s and one. Okay, Danelle, my brother likes to just say stuff to piss me off, so just ignore it, okay?
That's what family does. Dude,
Just ignore it.
so the slow-mo here has McCann with a very audible fuck. And yeah, dude, if you elevate the puck an inch off the ice, that goal's going in. But look at the crowd. Everyone's standing up on their feet. There's 3 minutes and 33 seconds left, and there's a face-off.
This is a great comment.
Zone. Here we go.
That's a wrist shot. There goes a great save. Stephen Landry saying McCann with the almost game-winning hashtag sweet backy.
Yeah, no, dude, I appreciate you.
Nice.
We fucking coined that phrase, sweet backy. If he would have sweet backied that into the
now
net,
here comes Seattle again. Seattle again looking for each other. The pass in front. The Geeky just goes wide of the net.
They want it. They want it so bad. God.
Jacob again cannot help himself but shit on the Devils. Devils are the worst rebuilding team. We're not talking about the Devils, Jacob. Okay? Lay off the Red Bull for 5 minutes, buddy.
Dude,
Lay
stop
off
pounding
the
Red Bull. It's late at night. You're going to go to sleep with the freaking heart palpitating.
NZ hockey guy, he's making a new prediction. He says the Kraken are going to win in a shootout, so we'll see.
Well, yeah, it's easy to make a prediction when there's 2.5 minutes left in the third period, man. Come on.
So my prediction was totally off. I think everybody's prediction tonight has been totally off.
Everyone's prediction was off. And you know what? That was a nice
2.5 minutes to go here in the third period. Game is tied at 4. Shots are 31-26 in favor of Seattle.
I don't want a shootout. I want a Kraken goal at the last freaking second here. Come on now.
Danelle asking me.
Yeah,
Danelle asking me, how long has the Devils been rebuilding? It feels like they've been rebuilding since 2012. Okay, Danelle, that's the answer.
They need to also rebuild their jerseys because the jersey. Come on now. That's all I'm going to say about that.
And then Jacob saying, I've had 5 Red Bulls. We got a new person in here, Slayer. I got no clue who to choose because I've never seen both teams play, but if I had to choose, it would be Columbus. All right,
Slayer, I'm going to go ahead and ban you. I'm just fucking with you, man. But for real, release the Kraken. Go Kraken.
Dude, this is a good game.
I don't want Columbus. Who roots for Ohio? Come on, man.
Right. Jacob saying he had the Jackets winning 5-3. Well, you're the closest. You are.
Yeah, you are. If we were
and then Danelle saying I hate shootouts.
You'd be the $1 guy. I love shootouts.
Who doesn't hate shootouts? I despise shootouts.
I hate shootouts. Listen, I'm a hockey fan. I don't know shit.
This is great.
I love shootouts.
Andrew asking, what happened now? Well, right now it's tied at 4.
Yes. And McCann almost had a sweet backy to end the fucking game. That's what happened.
Vince Dunn almost scored a goal, and now Seattle right now with 90 seconds to go in the third period, looking to try to get that 5th and final goal to complete the comeback.
Yeah, the Kraken are really buzzed right now. There's a minute and a half left in the game. Columbus is pushing the puck up the ice, but it's been all Kraken here. I mean, the momentum
Columbus has done nothing in this third period. They have just done nothing. Jacob saying he hates overtime. Why? I don't get.
I hate it.
It's an opportunity here for Columbus on a backhand try. And then we got blocked in front.
Let's go.
Rowinski with the puck. He takes a shot, and that one goes right in the net. Columbus right now is hounding the puck in the offensive zone. Rowinski over to Bean. Bean with a shot, and that one just goes wide in the net.
Come on.
A gorgeous opportunity.
1 minute left.
A gorgeous opportunity there for Columbus as they were looking to try to get that one back.
Oh, my God. Yeah, Columbus is really attacking there. I couldn't tell if Gribby was having some saves, but it looks like
how is this possible?
On net.
And Slayer with a prediction with 38 seconds left saying he has Columbus winning 8-6. Well, I don't think that's possible.
I don't think it is either, but we appreciate you for joining us. Please subscribe to the channel, like it, give a thumbs up on all that shit. But just keep watching this game with us because this is crazy.
Please watch it because I think we're going to get some extra hockey here. NT Hockey saying, got to admit, shootouts are very nerve-wracking. Yes, they are. Hopefully we don't get to one.
Yeah,
shootouts
my doctor hates shootouts for my heart health, but I don't hate them
13 seconds to go here. We got final
push
10
it, 10,
seconds.
10.
One last opportunity. Can either team get something here? That puck goes back to Columbus.
They're going to hold it.
Time is going to run out.
They're going to hold it. Oh, man.
As we are going to overtime. I don't know how many overtimes we've had on these live watch-alongs, but this is the first time. This is the second time I've ever done an overtime game. So we shall see, as Columbus was up 4-1 to start this period, and it's now tied at 4 as we head to the overtime.
Look at Dunn with the "Are you not entertained?" skate with the one skate facing the glass.
Andrew,
like, are you not entertained? Like,
Andrew's saying he really hates shootouts. We have another person here, Odd saying, my guess, Jenner wins it in OT. All right.
I don't like all this Columbus action. How the fuck do we attract all these? I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's just,
I appreciate you guys for being here.
Andrew giving us a score update. It's now 3-1 Carolina. NTI can say it's going right down to the wire, folks. It certainly is.
Yeah,
Grace,
overtime wire.
Grace
wire.
Martin. Okay.
VOI, FYI. I don't know what that means. Can someone tell me what that means? I don't
know.
What's happening?
Are we getting played? Are we getting hacked? Is this a hack? I'm so confused. We got 16 people right now watching with us. So thank you guys so much for doing this, guys. We really do appreciate it. We are about to start the overtime period here, and if you're just tuning in, you have missed a lot. There was no goals in the first period. There was 5 goals in the second, which was 4 goals by Columbus. It was 4-1 after 2. And then we had 3 more in the third, all by Seattle, to tie the game up at 4. And that's where things stand as we are just about ready to start the overtime period. So the top guys for Columbus tonight, Max Domi has 2 goals and an assist. Oliver Bjorkstrand has a goal and an assist. And Boone Jenner has 2 assists. So those are the 3 guys that I think you got to look for if you're Columbus, if you're going to look at try to get the winner, as Odd predicted already that they believe that Jenner is going to get the winner. So we shall see. Jacob saying, play smart, not dumb.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And Neil, while we're at it, can we pull up the individual stats for the Kraken? I want to see who on the Kraken is really standing up and playing tonight. I do feel like it's an overall team effort, but I am just kind of curious to see. So
really, the guy that's stepping up the most for Seattle, we're fighting here as the overtime period just began.
Okay, it already started.
I'm gonna have to change back to the other statistic.
I know. Yeah. No worries. That way
we got no time here. As an opportunity here to back at try. That one just goes by the net.
Oh my God.
Odd saying the game's not in Canada, so you're our eyes for the night. We will do our best here as we begin the overtime period. James saying he's hoping that Giordano scores the game winner. And that shot goes right into
so close.
As Jaden Schwartz tried to go 5-hole on Merzlikins, but he said no.
Oh my God.
And then Stephen Landry saying Eberle's going for the hashtag sweet backy.
Sweet backy, baby. I'm telling you, if we get a backhander to end this game, that's the backy of the season. Better than Eberle's original no-look backy. Better than Blackwell's backy to Barry Edmonton. This would be the first. I mean, because also, this is the third overtime game for the Kraken. They're previously 0-2. So let's win an overtime game and get the fucking 2 points. Like these guys, they gotta take this. They gotta take this. And also to score 3 goals in the third. Holy shit, man! Like unbelievable effort.
Check over to Bean. Bean with a shot, and he scores. No. Jake Bean in overtime as he goes far side on Grubauer. And despite the Kraken making a furious comeback coming down from 4-1 in the third to force overtime, they still end up losing this one as the Blue Jackets take home the victory on the road as they win it 5-4 on the game winner by Jake Bean. He used a little bit of a screen by Marcus Johansson. He went far side on Grubauer and he beat him.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. You've got to be kidding me. I mean, I'm happy the Kraken get a point, but holy shit, that one has to feel.
Steven, yeah, I do agree. Marcus Johansson kind of screened Grubauer a little bit, and that's really what cost him. Jacob, once again, will leave this stream happy. Andrew, not so much. So there's that. Ntiaki guy saying unlucky. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Jacob saying, what did I say? Columbus did give up the lead in everything like that. Andrew, still not happy. James, not happy.
Oh
Jacob
my
saying
God.
he was off by 1 goal. You were, so I got to give you credit. So maybe the Red Bull helped you with at least one thing tonight. So we'll give you that.
Yeah,
But
good luck sleeping, bro.
Odd said, thanks for the play-by-play, guys. I can't wait to see the highlights on this one. Sound like an awesome third later. Odd, before you go, man, please leave a like. Also subscribe and punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs. This is one of many that we do. Please, subscribe. We're trying to get to 600 subscribers. We would really, really appreciate it. Andrew telling us the Canes just won by the score of 3-1. Fantasy football, good fight, boys. NC Hockey Guy talking to you, Joey, says, keep your chin up. So it was a good fight.
I'm trying.
Kraken will bounce back.
That was hard. They will. I know they will, but fuck, that was hard.
Jacob saying, I'm tired. Well, you've had 5 Red Bulls. So I think you're starting to crash. Calgary's getting blown out by the Bruins. They're down 4-1, as Andrew is confirming. James asking, when is your next game? I will be probably doing another live watch along at some point next week. We'll see. I'm not sure. Joey will probably do one relatively soon.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to get to the point where I want to say averaging one a week or so. But again, if you want to know when we're doing our live stream, just subscribe to the channel.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna be forced
hit that
to watch every live
notification bell, man. You got to hit that notification bell because then you get updates.
Yes. You will receive an update of not only what live watch along we're doing for the day, but also what teams. And you can kind of figure it out from there and pick and choose if you want to watch or not.
Jacob saying, do one for the bad devil. I will do more Devils games, Jacob, I promise, okay? I'll do, you know what? I think the Devils and Vegas Golden Knights play next week, so maybe I'll do that one. Maybe I will. We'll see. We shall see about that one. But we are into our post game here, ladies and gentlemen, as the Columbus Blue Jackets, despite blowing a 4-1 lead in the third period, still come away with 2 points as they win this one by the score of 5-4. Joey, your thoughts?
I'm still emotional. I feel like I just skated off the ice and now I have a mic in my face. It's fuck. That was really tough because in full transparency, I thought the Kraken were the better team for, the first half of the game, all of the first period, about half of the second, and then I blinked, and the next thing I know, they're down and it's 4-1. Which I immediately chalked up as a loss. And then to watch them score 3 goals in the third, that's the most exciting third I've seen. But again, they fell short, and they've had so many opportunities. I mean, they had a wide open net when they had already tied up 4-4. And if they get the puck elevated, an inch and a half off the ice, it's 5-4, game over. Again, this is an expansion team that is still figuring out how to play together. And it's hard. And they're still developing chemistry and figuring things out. And what makes things extra difficult is when you have the normal injuries that go along with the hockey season, but you have COVID. That's also been a pain in the fucking ass. And it is what it is. I hope they can learn from it, and I hope they can bounce back. They had a chance to win, and they didn't. And, at least they got a point, move on. So
that's a good way to look at it. Yeah, it's a tough one here, but it was a great, exciting game. I'm super happy that I got to watch this game with you, Joey, and with everybody here. Jacob saying, Mans is wearing Devil socks. Yeah, of course, I got to represent my team, even if I'm not watching them. And then he goes, I bet them Devil socks have holes in them. Jacob, go to bed. Jacob, go to bed, please. All right. We're about to sign off. Go to bed. All right. You need sleep. You need to rethink. You need to rethink your jokes. Okay. But anyway, it's just a great game all around. It's disappointing for the Seattle Kraken, but like everyone said, keep your chin up, guys. There's always the next game. So before we sign off for this one, Joey, let the folks at home know where they can follow you on social media and the podcast and everything you got going on.
Yeah, again, I'm one half of What Lies Beneath, the Seattle Kraken podcast. You can find us at Kraken Pod on Twitter and Facebook. I am on Twitter at so many ways to Joey, so many ways in number 2, Joey. So yeah, that's where you will find us. And we live tweet every game. I do as many watch alongs as we can. And we have a great community, and it's only getting bigger. So please join us and check us out.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, you can follow me on Twitter at Devil State. You can follow the podcast at Devil State, on Instagram at Devil State of Mind, and also like us on Facebook. We post new episodes every Monday and Thursday talking all things New Jersey Devils. Yeah, I will probably have another very cussed out rant on my next episode for this upcoming Monday, considering how we played the last 2 games. So you guys get to enjoy that. You can also follow me on my personal Twitter at THENVPSHOW and my personal Instagram at NVPQB11. James saying, great show, guys. Thank you, James. We appreciate you sticking around as long as you did.
Thank you for watching my misery live.
Andrew saying, great game. GG.
Good game,
Jacob,
good game. Right now we're going down like the high five line. That's what's happening.
That's exactly what we're doing. And then we're not going to high five Jacob because he's having 3 more Red Bulls.
Jacob, I hope we hear from you again. So I'm worried about your ability to wake up after you go to sleep.
Yeah, Andrew does not approve of it. Danelle saying, sucks for local hockey. How the Devils and Islanders both been terrible so far this season, and Rangers have been so good. It's still early in the season, but we shall see what happens there. But that is going to do it for us here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook. Use our promo code down below, THPN, when you sign up. Make sure to hit the like if you like this live watch along. Click subscribe and punch the notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch alongs that we do here on the network. We really do appreciate it. Danelle saying you guys are awesome. Thank you so much, Danelle. We appreciate Andrew. Said he used to drink Monster. Please don't ever drink it again. It's awful. Anziaki, keep up the great work at THPN. Best live hockey coverage on YouTube. Thank you so much, man. We do appreciate that.
Very much.
Thank you guys all so much for watching this live watch along. Once again, the final score here from this one. The Blue Jackets winning in overtime on the goal by Jake Bean by the score of 5-4. For Joey, I'm Neil Villapiano. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you, fine people, in the next live watch along. Be safe and rock on.